What's up, everybody? We are back. This is part 2 from a part 1. Hopefully, we're back on here on the live stream now. Let's see if it's working now. Lost total connection before. I don't know what's going on or why that happened. But hey, it happens. We're BTDs. We're in the basement. BTDs. We're in the basement. So we're trying this again. Back in the basement. OG Cellar Dweller Brewing. Here we go. It's like good old days. It's like good old days, guys. Here we are. Mr. Marine, what happened? Stealing OG Mikhailov's line. BTDs, basement technical difficulties. I don't know what happened. We lost connection. Connection was bad. We're in the basement. That's what happened, Mr. Marine. We are back. Rock, we are back. Mrs. Basement is back. Here's the Yankees getting 1 out, 2 outs. 2-1 Boston right now, top of the second. Rock, Mr. Marine, yes, Rock is on board, as always. The glue of the family, the basement boss. That's right. She's on board, Mr. Marine, and thankfully you are too, man. How's your health going, Mr. Marine? Way back. Why? Because we're in the basement. That's why. That's why that happened. You guys know. I shouldn't have to explain it. I can explain why things happen. Basement technical difficulties, BTDs. Better than I can tell you what happened there. I knew I'd have to shut that down. Everybody that's been with me a long time is used to it. You expect it. You know what's going to happen. We just shut it down and start again. That's what we do in the basement. That's it. Bruin says, what's up, Rock? Flip, another Cellar Dweller, another Ozzy accounted for. Flip's in the base. What's up, Flip? I knew you were in here before too, man. I just didn't get to your name. You guys know. Mr. Matumba, don't forget about the day ones when you make it big, Johnny. Oh. Thanks, Mr. Matumbo. I won't forget any of you guys. I don't know about making it big. I appreciate the compliment, Mr. Matumbo. I'm a fan like you guys are, man. That's it. I'm a fan on here like you guys are. We're all fans. That's the way I look at it. But thank you for the compliment. If you see that happening, Mr. Matumbo, you guys will never be forgotten. You got to be kidding me. No way. You guys are the ones that made this happen. The OGs, Mr. Matumbo, the ones that were there with me when I had 50 subs and less when I was just uploading videos. I told you guys, the more the channel grows, I'll show you a couple of those. They're not on. I still have them, but I took them down. You guys, you wouldn't even believe that's me on there, man. My first couple of videos were not the greatest. The knowledge was there, but not the greatest. It was kind of funny. Even I had posted things. Some of it was unedited. Like you'd see me on here still typing and looking up. Like it wasn't even edited in the beginning. You just saw me and then pull something up. And then click and widen the screen. Like my whole setup, honestly, my whole setup was part of the video. And at the end of the video, me saying, I'll see you guys later, however I ended it then, is not the same as I do now. And then you would see me shutting everything down, like everything from start to finish. And the reason that was I didn't know how to edit. So I just put everything on there. I mean, everything. It just, you literally saw me setting up. It was hilarious. And then there was a lot of uhs and It was funny. Wait till you guys see those. I still have them. Wait till you see those, though. You'll die laughing. It is funny. It's definitely worthwhile seeing. T-shirts. T-shirts are coming. I'm going to post the logo in the community in the Discord. Well, I know when I put something in community, the logo goes right to the Discord. I have some others coming in, too. It's not the only one, but I'm going to show you guys the first one. And we'll take it from there. You guys been asking about T-shirts. So, Rock says, what's up, Bruin? OG. Yes, Bruin is an OG, no doubt. He's going to come on here, too. Mr. Marine coming along, JB. Good. That's great to hear, man. I love hearing it. Yankees did nothing, 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the second, Herman is on the mound. Wong is up, 8th hitter in the order for Boston. It's 2-1 right now. Boston, of course, is in last place, and the Yankees are a few games ahead of them, but we're not doing that great either. Flip, Johnny will be bigger than Texas, baby. Oh my gosh. Thanks, guys. I just came on here when I first started this channel just to do sports and kick it with everybody, man. I was done with driving the trucks and I wanted, over the road. I was done doing over the road trucking and I wanted to come on here and just, my family talked me into coming on and kicking it. So it's because of Rock and my kids that pushed me to do this. That is why I'm on here. And even I got bored and took a month or two, in the beginning, like around January of 22, somewhere around there, like a year and a half ago. And they're like, get back on, get back on, get back on. So I did. And then I met all the rest of you guys. And then I started live streaming a few months after that. Herman throwing pitches right down the middle, man. He's getting lucky, his arm being knocked out of the park. Mick, another thing wrong with this phone at the moment. I can't hear anything unless I plug some earbuds in. Well, get those earbuds in. Wow, that's weird, Mick. Okay. Yeah, Mick, we missed you in the Discord this morning, man. It was me, way back, Bagger Dave, and Tony. Tony was in there too. Anthony, Tony, he was in there. Mick, you're usually in there too. We missed you this morning, man. Watching my Lions hang on and win that game. Way back, when you come to Oz, your Aussie mates will be your bodyguards. Me and Rock are dying to come to Australia. That's going to be a really good trip, man. I'm looking forward to that. Of course, we wanted to do it this year. It's going to end up having to be next year at some time. Mr. Marine, he made it big. JB, Chief of the Warriors. Thank you, guys, man. This is awesome, man. Thank you, guys. Rock, LOL, way back. And you've come a long way, JB. Thanks to you, honey. Thanks to you, Rock. All credit goes to Rock. I'm telling you. It all goes to her. I wouldn't be on here without her. I promise you. I would never even thought about it. Flip, I'm 5'9", no security. I'm 5'9", no security here. Here we go. That's one double play. Good. Got the double play. Thank goodness, man. Anthony's like, hi, Ms. Rock. Flip, happy to take the bullet, though. Wow. Come on, guys. Mick, 5'8.5", no security either. Rock, hi, Anthony. Way back, it's not the size of the dog. Bingo, way back. That is a true statement. Not the size of the dog. It's right here. Size of your heart. It's all in your heart, man. It's what you got in here. What you got in here. Way back, I'm happy for you to take the bullet too, man. That's funny, way back. Anthony, Miss Rock, I dropped some great videos on Melbourne in the Discord. I think you'll enjoy seeing them. Come on, what is Herman doing? All these balls are going off the wall. Is he pitching underhand today? They are smacking these balls. Now, for those that haven't seen Fenway Park in Boston, they have the green monster out there. It's a humongous wall. Without that wall, these would have been home runs. And Herman is giving these balls up after 2 outs. And he's giving up the lefty hitters. These guys are smacking these balls. Look at this, man. This is crazy. Oh, my gosh, it would have been a home run. Flip, oh, wait. Oh, that's cool, man. Anthony. Video. Sure. Mick, we'll replay this live cast when I get home so I can hear everything that I missed. That is awesome. I got to look into. Come on, another one off the wall. Oh, no. Boston 4-1. I mean, I think he's pitching the ball like this today. That's what he's doing. Underhand. They are smacking him around, man. This guy looks like he doesn't know what he's doing out there tonight. Come on, man. Get him out of the game. 4-1 Red Sox, bottom of the second inning. And the Red Sox are a trash team, man. They're last place. They're a joke. And their manager's a cheater who should have been banned for life. Should have been banned from the game for life. Him and A.J. Hinch and a couple others. But they sure step up when they play the Yankees. Mr. Marine, you need firepower, Marine. You'll support the Aussie. There you go. Bruin, Canucks bought out. Oh, yeah. Did they buy him out today? Wow. I know, Bruin. I miss hockey already, man. How badly do the Bruins want to get back out there and make up for this past season, man? And the Rangers, too, got Laviolette, Bruin. That's a great pickup. That's a great hire for head coach. It's a great hire for head coach, man. I mean, if you're going to get rid of Gallant, don't bring in a guy that has not coached yet. They were looking at their Hartford coach, minor league coach, Knobloch. They were looking at Mark Messier. Listen, I got no problems with these guys, man. But with the team, if you're going to fire Gallant for not winning right now, why are you going to bring in a rookie head coach, even a great leader and Hall of Famer like Mark Messier? I love the guy. He's one of my favorite hockey players of all time. But don't start him out as a head coaching job right now. You want to do that in a couple of years? Fine. Don't do it right now. You need an experienced guy in there to handle the team that we have right now and get them where they need to be before this window starts closing. So Herman has allowed 2 runs or less in 6 of his last 7 starts. Not today. Not today. Anyway, it's early in the game. I mean, the Mets had a big lead on the Yankees in the first game. We came back, so we'll see what happens. Rock, thank you, Anthony. Christopher, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. Christopher, what's happening, man? I'm doing great, Chris. Thanks a lot for asking, man. I appreciate it. Rock, it's your drive that keeps you going, JB. That's true. That's true. But you're the reason behind that drive. Yes, amen. So here we are. Amen. Raleigh, I'll do security for you, Johnny. There you go. Former Marine stepping up. Raleigh, we got Mr. Marine. We got the Basement Warriors right there. Mr. Marine and Raleigh. 2 former United States Marines. Proud of your service. Thank you for your service and proud for you in the basement. Rickett, saw your latest vid about Australia. Thought a cool fact you might like to learn that it was an Australian stonemasons union that started the 8-hour workday. Really? Wow, that's interesting, man. Really? 8-hour working day. I was amazed at that like here in the United States, man, people work around the clock. And not always because they have to. A lot of people want to. Like I drove trucks. These were 14-hour days from start to finish. Not every day, but most of the time they were. You could drive up to 11 hours. Well, you really need to be parked by your 11th hour. It's a little tricky there when they say you can drive 11 hours. You have to be parked by that 11th hour. Let the DOT catch you still driving at that 11th hour and see what happens. See about that driving at 11 hour. You better be parked by an 11th hour. The extra 3 hours are for when you're at a shipper, receiver. I ain't going to bore you guys with all that stuff. But anyway, that's the extra 3. So our days are long. But there's regular people that have 2-3 jobs. Some of them are single and they just want to make as much money as they can. So when I saw that, I thought that was funny. Raleigh, basement royalty. Rock is basement royalty. Amen. You guys, yep, keep complimenting her. I love it. Yep, she's the greatest. That's my woman. I tell her every day. Manav, hi, Rock. Good evening, Manav from Rock. Henry, Johnny, this is a joke. I wouldn't be surprised we missed the playoffs. Cashman and Boone need to go. It is a joke. And why is it that when Aaron Judge is out, listen, that's a big loss. We all know what a huge addition Aaron Judge is to the team. And having a bat like that in the batting order, obviously the guys around Judge are going to get the better pitches than him. But you're missing one guy, and all of a sudden no one can hit, no one can score any runs. It's like, here's Volpe. It's like the Mets, Henry. It's like the Mets. Without Pete Alonso, the whole offense falls apart. It's funny how in the Mets and Yankees that can't buy runs without their 2-star players. When we played each other, they were 3.5-hour games, and they're scoring runs left and right, both of them. Because you can't make this stuff up, Henry. And Henry, another cellar dweller in the basement and accounted for. I didn't shout you out, brother. Cashman and Boone need to go. I agree. Now, if you watched Gardini, who was awesome the other night on with me and the Lunicorn, we went back and forth a little bit on Boone. I don't hate Boone. He's a good regular season manager. He stands up for his guys. I don't have a problem with him like that. But when you manage the New York Yankees, you're 14-17 with no World Series appearances. You can't stay managing the Yankees. Cashman, too. Cashman gives him these players that he can't get to the World Series with. Now, there are some years they should have made it. The whole point is you're 14-17 with 0 World Series appearances. You have to go, dude. See ya. Can Aaron Boone be a manager in the league? Of course he can. There's a lot of teams that would take Aaron Boone, and why wouldn't you? The guy I think is a decent manager, but he gets out. Dusty Baker of the Astros managed circles around him. Anyway, I don't dislike Aaron Boone all the way, but he definitely, his time is over. If they don't make the playoffs this year, you better believe he's going to be fired. They need to make the World Series, and I don't see that happening with this team. And now on Cashman, Henry, we're still a home run or nothing team. Home run or nothing team. That's what we are. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button while you're in here. Henry, funny, but they can ban Pete Rose for life. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Pete Rose is the worst in their minds, the worst. And Bud Selig, What a joke. Bud Selig is the one that always puts his foot down on how Pete Rose should never be in the Hall of Fame. Yet Bud Selig oversaw what? The steroid era, and he knew all about it. But yet he's all great, and he knew all about the cheating going on, and he was okay. And he's in the Hall of Fame? Give me a break. Pete Rose, and I've said it 100 times, he had a gambling addiction problem. Addiction is different than purposely cheating. Addictions and addicts have a hard time breaking what they normally do. You cannot put Pete Rose's addiction in the same category as somebody that is purposely, knowingly cheating. Anthony Christopher, you know your stuff. No doubt. Christopher, yeah, best mate's dad is billing union. Oh, man, I got to check that out. I did not know that, man. That is awesome. Look at my screen. It's fading out. I must have a really bad connection down here this morning, man. Or this morning, today. You guys know how it works in the basement. We had great connections and bad ones. I don't know why I'm all blurry. I hate that. Oh, well, we're all here. It's the basement. That's what happens. We're in the basement. That's why. Why does live chat say once one watching? I don't know. I don't know, Flip. I don't know. I think it says 13 watching now. I don't know. Look at the screen. If you came on here and didn't know anything about what's going on here, you would leave. Look at that blurry screen. That's terrible. I don't know why that happens. Anyway, Mick, well, I got to go back to work, y'all. All right, Mick, have a good work day, brother. Have a good work day, man. Bruin, I was thinking they were going to wait to get Waugh before they got him. Yeah, hey. Patrick Waugh, Bruin, Patrick Waugh's biggest mistake is what? The same reason Chris Drury probably didn't hire him. This is an old teammate of Drury's, an old teammate of Joe Sakic, Hall of Famer. Joe Sakic's running the team, and Patrick Waugh quit on them. They had beef back and forth. These are two guys that won Stanley Cups together. They had beef back and forth. Is that going to drop in? Nope, they caught it. They had beefs back and forth, and Waugh just quit on the Avalanche during the season. Then he went into the juniors, right? I think that's where he went. Nobody's hired him since. Nobody's wanted to hire him. Would he be a good hire? Yeah, but I don't think he's an easy guy to work for with the front office, and I think that's why he's gone. He's not hired anywhere, Bruin. I mean, will he get another chance? I don't know. I mean, he was a great coach when he was in there. The guy's a fiery dude. He's a competitor. He's a player. He's one of the greatest. He's arguably goalies all time. Martin Brodeur is my pick, but Patrick Waugh is definitely top 5, even higher than that. Way back. Hey, JB, the Aussie video you posted, you are worried about the critters killing you. You guys have bears that want to eat your face off, and mountain lions, rattlesnakes. You have some beasts as well. Now, we do have some beasts as well. We do. But you can see them. You can see them. You don't put a helmet on or a shoe on and not know that one of those freaking insects is in your sneaker. You can pretty much know when a bear's coming around way back. You can pretty much know when a bear. And I drove trucks through the Colorado Rockies, man. Listen, man, you don't want to get out of your truck up there. Bears, mountain lions, whatever. You don't want to get out of your truck up there. Beautiful scenery. The Colorado Rockies, very beautiful scenery. Ricketts, oh man, you could have drove mine trucks here and made like 300,000. Oh man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, and you guys got some serious miles over there too. Your tanks better be full of fuel. I believe it. Yeah, I drove a lot of hours over here. The federal regulations over here is insane. It's insane. It's like they don't want you driving trucks, man. And we moved the country. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Ricketts, I read that way back. Yeah, Penthouse Mick, that's right, because he's leading into tipping. Man, that screen is still blurry. I got a bad feeling that this is going to turn off again. My connection says it's good. It says strong connection. I don't know why that's doing that. That is so irritating. I hate the way it looks on there. Hopefully it clears up. Why would anybody watch that? I don't know. Anyway, makes me appreciate you guys even more. Way back, see, I read that. Styles, Grady, we did it today. We did it. Brisbane, the Lions, they didn't do a full game. They always seem to like to let a team back in it, but we won. That's what matters. Played like a great team today. That's what matters. And I mean, the Swans would not give up. We'd go up by 19, then it would go down to 13, then back up to 19, then down to 10, then back. I mean, but hey, we hung in there and we won. We won. Grady. And another Ozzy accounted for, another cellar dweller. Grady shouting you out. Ugly win, but we'll take it, man. A dub's a dub. That's it. A dub's a dub. That's it. Mick, don't forget the Wolverines and Badgers way back. Ricketts coming to the States later this year with my old man for a bit of a trip. Got to catch a football game in Nashville and catch the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. So, oh man, you got to go to Yankee Stadium. Too bad the old Yankee Stadium isn't around. That was a much more beautiful stadium than me. Another big hit. Oh my gosh, poor Willie Calhoun in left field is getting his exercise in today. He is running everywhere out there in left field. Herman is giving up hit after hit after hit after hit. Where is the bullpen? Why are we not warming anybody up? Get Herman, who's normally pitches pretty well, get him out of here. Get him out of here. This is getting bad, man. They are just teeing off on him. And like I said, the Red Sox are trash. They're not even a good – they're an okay team, but not like this. They're all over the place today. Shows what the Yankees can do. When you have bad teams beating up on you, not good. And look at that wild pitch. Now he moves to third base. The Yankees are going to get killed today. We're going to lose like 12-1. We're going to lose like 12-1. Now Herman can't even throw to the catcher. Now he throws a wild pitch, goes all the way to the backstop, and now they move to third base. So now they have a man on third with nobody out. This is going to be 12-1. We're going to lose 12-1 today. And what do the Yankees do to answer? They come up to bat, 1, 2, 3 outs, and right back on the field. King B, I understand your point about the Jays being always in the middle, but I disagree with the Vikings comparison. At least the Jays have 2 championships. Oh, good point. Good point. They do have 2 championships in their history. Good point. I think it's more so I'm comparing more about how they, today, in today's game, not historically. Historically, the Jays, Joe Carter, man, my favorite player growing up, Dave Winfield, got his first ring, King B, with who? The Blue Jays. I was going for the Blue Jays in those series because I wanted Dave Winfield to get his ring, man. Guy was my favorite Yankee growing up, him and Don Mattingly, but Dave Winfield was number 1. And another hit, 5-1 Boston. We're going to get destroyed in this game today. We can't get anybody out. We can't throw pitches to the catcher. And when we do, they're right over the middle. So these guys are teeing off on them, going out into the parking lot. These balls haven't even landed yet or going off the wall. Herman is getting smacked around, man. They're killing the Yankees right now. Well, Grady, the Yankees are playing ugly right now, and we're not going to win that. Yeah, Boone, how about getting them out? Or how about warming somebody up? And there's an idea. Maybe Herman can't pitch well today. Maybe he doesn't have it today. How about getting him out? He's given up 5 extra base hits tonight. 4 doubles and a home run. 4 doubles and a home run by Herman. Like I said, he's throwing underhand. He must be throwing the ball underhand. This is disgusting. Johnny, how could the Yanks give Boone chance, but Rangers won't give Messier? Boone had no experience. I never agreed with the Boone. I'll tell you why. Mr. Marine. Why Boone got the chance? He's a yes man. Joe Girardi is not a yes man. If Joe Girardi sees the pitching is doing well, analytics say this guy third time around may not do well, so you better. Look at this, another big hit. What is going on, man? Come on. This is a joke. The very first pitch after they go talk to him on the mound, he gives up another big shot in the left field. Second and third, Boston, nobody out. This dude can't pitch at all tonight. These balls are going right down the middle, and nobody can do anything. Look at this poor Willie Calhoun in left field. He's going to lose about 40 pounds in this one game running all over the place, trying to catch these balls that are being underhanded by Domingo Herman tonight. He's awful, awful. They're going to get killed tonight. I'm sorry, 12-1 might be too low of a score. I might be lowballing it right now. How about 18-1? They might lose 18-1 today. They are getting embarrassed right now. It's only the 3rd inning. What a disgusting joke. Last name, yeah, Aaron Boone, last name. So anyway, Mr. Marine, that's why, because Aaron Boone is a yes man. He's also one of the lowest paid manager by far, Mr. Marine, the lowest paid manager by far. Joe Girardi would continue on. I'm leaving this guy in because the eye test tells me that this guy's pitching well. Aaron Boone, not so much the case. Mark Messier, I love him, Mr. Marine. I'm a huge Messier fan, but they don't need a guy coming in with no experience right now. You go with Laviolette for right now. But the Yankees are a poorly run organization also, Mr. Marine. Poorly run right now. Brian Cashman is got Hal Steinbrenner in his pocket. Oh man, look what I did. Look at all the championships we won. What did Cashman was a part of what? 5 championships? Oh yeah, well, when was that? Back in 2009 was the last time we won one or even saw a World Series, and yet he's still there. The boss, Hal's father, George Steinbrenner, was still around. He would have been fired a long time ago, and Aaron Boone would have never been the manager. Like I said, I don't totally dislike Boone, but you can't be 14-17 in the playoffs and not make the World Series. I'm sorry, you just can't. King, I think that Jays' mediocre success has more to do with the fact that the American League East is that brutally competitive. Can't sleep on the Jays this year. 7th in MLB Saturday. Yeah, but King, I mean, that's when the Rays come into it and the Baltimore Orioles. Like, these teams don't have the firepower that the Jays had. The Jays' batting order is insane. It's the American League East, yeah, but even Boston. The Boston has been in the basement the last couple of years. They haven't been very good. The Yankees, I don't even think they may not even make the playoffs this year. May not even make the playoffs. I mean, they're showing nothing but horrendousness out here. Boston has 2nd and 3rd right now with nobody out. It's 5-1 Boston, bottom of the 3rd. I guarantee you these two guys are getting home. Probably be 7-1 or 8-1 by the time we get 3 outs. Henry, but allow Boston manager come back. Right. But allow Aaron, well, he's in the right city. Alex Cora going back to Boston. I mean, it's a city of cheaters, man. That's what they do. They have the Yankees cheating the teams, yes, but not like that. Alex Cora was egregious with that, man. Banging the garbage cans, making a mockery of everybody, man. That dude hasn't won since the cheating came around. He hasn't done anything. What has he done? Nothing. And players should have been suspended, but that's old school. I was saying the manager should not be allowed back. But he's in the right city because that's what they do there. Even Bill Belichick has been bagged for cheating how many times? It's what they do. It's what they do up there. It's a thing. Sorry, Bruin. I'm not talking about the Bruins. I was talking about the Red Sox and the Patriots. It's what they do. Their Super Bowls were legitimate, but they like to cheat. They like to look at videos and do all that. And Alex Cora gets suspended. And that's like getting punished on a weekend when it's raining because he was suspended during the COVID season. So what did he miss? Nothing. He missed nothing. He missed 62 games, and they hired him right back. It's like being a kid. You get punished on the weekend. It was raining outside, back before all the internet and everything, when you actually had to go outside to have a good time. To play with your friends was outside. Growing up, we didn't have all these video games and all this internet and everything else. So back then, when I was punished on the weekend, if it was raining, it's like, oh, you didn't miss anything anyway. Alex Cora didn't miss anything. What did he miss? And he's hired right back to the Red Sox. But again, they haven't done anything anyway, so it doesn't matter. They'll probably beat up on the Yankees all weekend and then go back to doing nothing. But again, I can't talk too much because the Yankees do nothing. This is just horrible today. Oh, we're not going to come back. Where am I at? Funny way back. Stop breathing on the screen. Oh my gosh, I haven't yelled at a Yankee game in a long time. Joke. At least the stream isn't freezing up, but yeah, right. It does look like I'm breathing on the screen way back. What is that? I almost want to shut this down and start again, but I won't do it, guys. What is going on tonight? I hate that, man. You know why? Because other people that don't know the channel, they'll pull up that and see that and be like, oh, forget, and keep moving. You guys are loyalists. You'll stay on no matter what. I appreciate it. Henry, Jimmy Hoffa will have you back. There you go. Can he pitch? Bagger, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the basement. Bagger, what's going on? How's everyone? Go Sox. What's the score? Go Sox. There you go. He's running home. He is definitely out. I do not know why he took off for home. The third baseman. I mean, Josh Donaldson got the ball. He's going to run home. What do you think? He's going to go for a double play? Come on. We don't have time for that. So he runs home. He gets thrown out. Hey, we finally did something positive. It's 5-1 Boston right now, Bagger, but probably the way it's going, they'll probably win 18-1 today since our pitchers like to throw underhand out there. Ricketts, Bagger, what in the F is going on with our footy team out? The Blues. The Blues have crushed me in the tipping too, man. They have crushed me in the tipping. Way back. Thanks for your calling. Throw your Hollywood. Throw my calling. Hey, if I could throw my Jets hats and my teams that I love, I could throw any hat. Geez, I haven't done that in a long time either. We're getting close to it. Way back. AJB, is Frank the sports apparel guy still about? I need to buy some clothing apparel. Frank has some health issues going on right now, man. He was on the stream the other night. Frank has been out of service for a little bit, man. He's got some serious health issues going on. I got to actually give him a call. I got to give Frank a call, man. So I'll give you an update on how he's doing. Not saying you can't get it. Let me just find out how he's doing. He's shut down for right now because of health. Not his story, because of health. 5-1. Yeah, flex, and it could get worse. There's 2 outs. And the Yankees, when we come up to bat, we don't do anything. Trouba, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Trouba in the basement. Trouba, man. Sorry, late to the party. How's everyone doing? The Yankees are late to the party too, Trouba. Nobody wants to play. Grady, have you seen the Cam Rayner Specky yet? I did see the Specky. That was incredible. You know that's my favorite play, Grady. You know that's my favorite play. Specky is amazing, man. That Cam Rayner has been playing really well, actually, lately. Thank goodness. Flex, it looks like on my phone what the problem is with the stream. It looks fine on your phone? Oh, well, then me. It must be me. Josh Donaldson can't get anybody out. Fumbles the ball around, and now it's 6-1 Red Sox. 18-1. We're going to lose 18-1 today, guys. 18-1. We can't do anything. We've been on the field for 3 hours. This is an embarrassment, man. Losing to a bad team like the Red Sox like this is an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. I'm more mad at the way the Yankees looked than who were losing. I mean, the Yankees look terrible, man. This is terrible. The Red Sox are scoring runs. Yes, they've gotten some good, solid hits, but the pitching's been bad. We're putting it right over the middle, and our fielding has been atrocious. So I'll be like Bill Belichick. We'll backhand compliment the other team. Like, yeah, they're doing some things. They're outplaying us. They're out coaching, but it's really our mistakes. It's our mistakes. It's really why we're losing. That's the Patriot way of saying why they lose games. Well, this is why the Yankees are losing right now. It's not so much the Red Sox. It's that our pitching is off. We're not playing what we're supposed to be doing. We're not doing our job. We'll use those kind of terms. Meanwhile, they are killing us at the plate. That's twice I got you to say go Sox. Trouba, what's up, Bruin? Does anybody else see a problem on the screen, or is it just maybe it's just my laptop? I don't know. Because I don't see a problem with what I'm looking at right now. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, look, I don't know. All right, so maybe I don't look all blurry. I don't know what's going on. Who knows? What do I know? I'm a 4 decades Jet fan. How smart could I be? What's going on with Frank? Are you kidding me? Does anybody know what's going on? What are you doing? What are you doing? These guys can't field the ball, man. So we get a ground out to first base. Instead of letting it go to Torres, Anthony Rizzo, of all people, gets in front of Torres, our first baseman, gets in front of Torres to get the ground ball, and there's nobody covering first base. Had he just played his position, do your job, and let Glaber get that ground out, he would have been out. The Red Sox are beating us kind of, but we're beating ourselves. And now I'm not making a joke. I'm being serious. Anthony Rizzo was an outstanding player and first baseman. Where was his head on that? And our pitcher is still standing on the mound. There was nobody at first. 6-1. By the way, this is all happening with 2 outs. Justin Turner is up. It's the 3rd inning. He has a 2-run homer, a double, and has scored 2 times already. And it's just the 3rd inning. Justin Turner is 2 for 2. Double, 2-run homer, and he scored 2 runs himself. And Rafael Devers is up now. Watch him hit a grand slam right now. Let's see if he can hit a grand slam. Maybe he can make it 10-1 right now. Let's see. I wouldn't even be surprised. There it goes. There it goes. 10-1, grand slam. 10-1. Grand slam for Boston. 10-1 in the 3rd inning. 10-1. Did I just say he was going to hit a grand slam? He just did. 10-1 Boston in the 3rd inning. What a joke. What a disgusting disgrace this team is. 10-1 in the 3rd inning by Boston. This Yankee team is disgusting. Disgraceful joke. What are we watching out here? What are we watching out here? And the Yankees are going to get up and do nothing. They'll come up and do nothing. This last place Red Sox team is crushing us. Anthony Rizzo, had he let that ball go to Glaber, we would have been out of the inning. And it's not just Rizzo. It's about 5 other things that are going on in here. Josh Donaldson bobbling a ground ball, a routine ground ball, bobbling that and can't throw. Everybody's safe. We should have been out of the inning before the Rizzo play happened. Wow. Texas, yep, cellar dweller accounted for. You are right. Softball pitching. That is exactly what's going on. Bruin, I don't have the full lowdown on Frank. He did come in the live stream a couple live streams ago to say he had some issues, man. It sounded like with his heart. I don't want to say that's exactly what's going on, but it sounds like it. I'll find out for you guys what's going on with Frank. Mikhailov, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy, the OG Ozzy, the very first Ozzy I ever had in the basement. What's going on, Mikhailov? This is horrible. Horrible. And the Yankees are going to do nothing when they come up to the plate. I just said he was going to hit a grand slam, and that's exactly what he did. Man, I should have put money on that. Flip, I just refreshed, and it's fine now. Yeah, my screen is fine on here too, man. I see it now. It's fine on here too. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Maybe it's like maybe my live stream wanted to get me out of here. I'd say you're not going to work tonight. You're not going to work. Can't have you. Can't allow you, Johnny. Can't allow you to be watching the Yankee team look like this. Now, if we come back, there was a game. I'm going back a few years. We were down 9-0 to the Red Sox in Boston, like later in the game, and we came back and won. We don't have the batting order that we had then. This is an embarrassment of epic proportions right now. And to a team like Boston. And they're doing a lot of it. I'm not going to take all the credit away. But we have given them 5 extra runs easy in that inning. 5. Easy. That Justin Turner grand slam shouldn't have happened. The inning should have been over. That Anthony Rizzo play I just spoke about where he got in front of Torres and then our pitcher's no one's covering first base. We should have been out of it then. The play before that, Josh Donaldson, not a hard grounder, a little routine grounder. He can't get the ball. This is a former Gold Glover, by the way, at third base. Everybody's safe. We should have been out of the inning when it was 5-1 Red Sox. We should have been out of the inning when it was 5-1, but no, we wanted to give them 5 more runs. Whew. Way back, I had my Vegemite and cheese croissant this morning. Wow. Nice, Tony. Ricketts, I think the light over by the hockey merch is in back distorting the lightning on your camera. I told you, it's funny because I found a lot of Aussies when I do my number 1 team, Brisbane, my second favorite team, Collingwood, mainly because Mason Cox, Americans on that team. You see, you can't have second teams. I do. I'm a New York Ranger fan. But the Tampa Bay Lightning is my second favorite team. I can't stand the New York Islanders. I'll never go for them. You see back there the goalie, that blue and white, that's Andre Vasilevsky. The jersey next to that, Hall of Fame, right? Hall of Fame future, both of them, Vasilevsky and Steven Stamkos. That's both going. That's it. So I am a Lightning fan as well because we lived in Florida for a little while, man. So I went to a whole ton of Lightning games before they were good. It was after their first championship in 2004 when they led by John Tortorella, and then they had some turnover. If anybody remembers, you remember when Barry Melrose was the coach for a little while after Tortorella before Guy Boucher came in? Oh, my gosh. What a joke. And he wanted to trade Steven Stamkos, a young Steven Stamkos. He wanted to trade him. Wow. Victor Hedman had just come around then. So the Lightning weren't the greatest team to go and see at the time. Rizzo! And that's a fly out. Here we go. Guys, we'll be up and out. We'll be right out of this inning. Rizzo's already out. Stanton will come up. He'll probably strike out on balls that are 8 feet off the strike zone. He'll probably strike out on those. A bunch of sliders. What a joke this is. Whew. Trouba, not Rizzo's fault. It's not Rizzo's fault, Trouba, but he shouldn't have gone for the ball. He should have stayed at first. It was going right to Glaber. He should have just stayed at first. Crook on the mound should have left the mound. Where was his head? He was just standing there watching the play. Donaldson before that shouldn't have happened. But Rizzo, I love Anthony Rizzo, and I don't like blaming him for anything, but that was on – he should have never even gone for that ball. But it's really on the pitcher too. It's on them both. I've never seen – some of it is on Rizzo. The pitcher, it's on him too, man. But Rizzo, I'm sorry. I got to blame him for that one because that wasn't out of his zone to get that ball when it's going right to Glaber. Donaldson here can't field a ground ball to save his life. It should never even went to Rizzo. And Crook, where is his baseball knowledge? Like, why are you a pitcher? Why are you standing on the mound? Oh, Donaldson gets a hit. Top of the fourth inning. Let's do something. Light follower, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzie in the bait. Yeah, I called it. Sadly, I called that. I wish I didn't call it, but these guys aren't throwing anything deceptive. Not Crook and not the Herman. These balls are flat, and they're going right over the middle of the plate. And then our horrendous fielding. Like I said, left fielder Willie Calhoun is going to lose 40 pounds today running around the outfield. Here's Willie right now up at the plate. He's probably too winded to swing the bat. Poor kid. Right down the middle, Willie. There you go. Look at it. Mikhailov, that's good to hear, Bruin. I'm good, mate. Just got back from the shops. Flex, it's only the third inning. Yeah, it's only the third. We're getting destroyed. Just forfeit the game at this point. I wouldn't blame him. I'm almost willing to forfeit the game, Bruin. It's funny, though, when we were playing the Mets, we started scoring runs. Like Mets took a lead, we'd score runs. IKF stole home base. IKF stole home. Isn't that crazy? Tortorella sucks. Yep, Trouba, I'm always with you on that. Trouba, nope on the pitcher. I half agree with you on that. Technically, yes, it's on the pitcher, but that's on Rizzo too. He went out of his zone to get that ball. He's going to Torres. I got to put that on him too. We're going to have to agree to disagree on that. First and third are told to get whatever they can. They teach you that in Little League. I agree, but he should know that that's going to Torres. It's going to him. He should have just held his position. I see where you're coming from on it, Trouba. I get it. He went way out of his position to do it. Willie, is that? Nope, that's not gone. Crook, it's dead. He has no excuses in that, but I'm going to still partially blame Rizzo on that one too. He should have just held his position. Mikhailov, what do you think of Big Pete taking over the coaching role of the Rangers? I love it. Mikhailov, I love it. I mean, Drury kind of painted himself in a corner getting rid of Gerard Gallant. I understand why they got rid of him, but they had two of the greatest Rangers seasons. He was horrible in-game transitions. He changed the lines too much. But, you can't – hey, Trouba, what do you think of hiring Laviolette? To me, this guy to go with. Patrick Waugh just seemed like he wanted to argue with front offices too much, especially if you're going to do it with your teammate Joe Sakic, who you won cups with. So, and there was nobody else really left out there. I wouldn't want Darryl Suter. I think they were waiting. Drury was really waiting around to see if Mike Sullivan was going to be fired from the Penguins. I think that's what he thought, or what he was waiting on. Here we go, another fly out. There you go, Yankees. Oh, wait. Ah! Yep, caught. 3 outs. Yankees did nothing. Michaela, what you think? I like it. I like it. And you know what? He's made 3 Stanley Cups. He's won 1. He hasn't won one since '06. And the media that knocks him for that, well, okay. I mean, he took the Flyers and lost to who? Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane, and Corey Craw. I mean, you lost to a team that ended up winning 3 cups. And then you lost with the Predators, who weren't really any match for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So Laviolette losing those 2 Stanley Cups, there's really no shame there. You lost to 2 teams that were dominating at the time, at both times when he made it with the Flyers and then he made it with the Predators. I liked Gallant too, Trouba. I did. I don't like the firing. I got to be honest with you, Trouba. I don't like the firing. I think Gallant got a raw deal. I hate the fact that you're firing guys after 2 years. Gallant, yeah, there's some different things he could have done. Patrick Kane now, especially with Patrick Kane needing hip surgery, well, that answers a lot of questions about why he wasn't coming through. That answers a lot of questions. So why? I think he got a raw deal. I think he should be given a 3rd year. I brought this up before. Brian Cooper. John Cooper of the Lightning, right? They lost to the Blackhawks in the final in, what was that, 2015? And 100 times I brought up. And then you go and lose the number 1 ranked the record-setting team in 19. I know the Bruins just beat it. With the Red Wings, you won 62 games with the Lightning, and then you get swept. You get swept by the Blue Jackets. You get swept by the Blue Jackets, and they let John Cooper keep his job. Why? Steve Yzerman saw that the team really does respond well to Cooper. Let's keep a good thing going. We got embarrassed. We slept on the team, whatever the case. They let Cooper stay in, and what happened? They made the league pay for everything. Back-to-back championships, and you made a 3rd Stanley Cup, and you didn't win that one, okay, but still. Cooper went to 3 cups in a row and won 2 of them. The Rangers, they would have fired him. That's holding on to your coach. Look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. They don't fire Tomlin and Cowher or for maybe a down year here and there. And matter of fact, I don't think Mike Tomlin even has a season below 500 in his whole coaching career there. I know he's finished at 500, but I don't think he's ever finished below. Trottier, that'd be interesting. Trots, that would have been interesting. I think at this point, though, you got to go with the real experience, and I think that's what Drury did. He kind of painted himself in a corner. I didn't want John Hines, Trouba. John Hines from the Predators, the guy can't win in the playoffs. Like, he didn't win the Devils, and you can't win around the playoffs of the Predators. I didn't want that guy. When I saw he was fired and the Rangers were looking at him, like, you got to be kidding me. Don't get that guy. I don't want him. And I didn't want a newbie like Knobloch because I didn't want a Quinn situation all over again with this team. So, Laviolette, they had to go with him. They had to go with him. I like Gerard Gallant myself. I really thought, you guys have heard me say it before on the live streams, I didn't think he should have been fired. I understand the reasons, but you're always going to have reasons to fire somebody. But those were 2 of the greatest Rangers seasons point-wise that we've had in their history. And you get rid of the guy. Hawks play the Suns at Goldie after the bye. Wow. Oh, okay. Boy, the Hawks have been playing pretty well lately. Way back. They've been playing well lately, man. That's a hard tip now. That's a hard tip. I might go with the Hawks in that one way back. Mikhailov, Peter is well seasoned, that's for sure. He has had some great moments. He's a kick in the ass the team needs. I just hate seeing the coaching changing every couple of years. I thought Gerard Gallant was a great hire, man. I'm sorry to see he's gone. Flip, does Johnny hate the Islanders the most? Amen. In hockey, yes. In football, I hate the Red Sox and the Patriots. On baseball, Red Sox, football, I can't stand the Patriots either, man. But the Islanders in hockey, yeah, I hate them more than any other team in hockey. I'll go for the Boston Bruins over the Islanders. How about that? I'll go for the Bruins, and I don't go for any Boston teams. I'll go for the Bruins over the Islanders. Oh, there we go. Slow grounder, can't get him out. It's just a bad look for the Yankees tonight, man. This is bad. But it's bottom of the 4th inning. I mean, can we start chipping away? Not if we're doing plays like this. Now Crook wants to go to first and can't handle the slow ground ball. Hit the palm of Rizzo's glove. Hit right about here. It's just the way the night's going. I love Anthony Rizzo, too, so I'm going to leave him alone on that one. Coached the Hurricanes at the 2000 Cup Stanley win. Yes, he did. And I already told you the 2 losses he had in the Cups were against 2 teams that won 3 championships apiece, the Blackhawks and the Penguins. Really no shame there. Oh, Barry Trotz. Why did I say Trottier, Trouba? Barry Trotz. What about Barry Trotz? I think he took a job, Trouba. Brian Trottier. Where did that come from? Not Barry Trotz. Trouba, I think he took a GM job, though. I'm going to tell you right now. I was surprised the Islanders fired Barry Trotz, to be honest with you, man. Why did they fire him? Yeah, he took the general manager job of the Predators, Trouba. I think that's why he was out of it. Yeah, the former Islander. I don't know why I said Trottier, Trouba. I don't know why I said Trottier. I don't know why. I just saw Trotz, and that's the first name that came to mind. Barry Trotz, yes. He took he's the general manager of the Predators now. So I can't believe the Islanders had fired him. Yeah, when I saw Trots, Trottier just came to mind. I was like, that's why I said that would have been interesting. So I didn't know where you were going with that. Now I get it. We're good. We're good again. We're good. We're good. Bruin, you seriously got an Islanders? Oh, he's going to, because I got the Collingwood Magpies, so they're going to get an Islander sweater to wear. Oh, that or a Red Sox jersey. If you guys want to pay me back for that Collingwood, that's what you can do. Oh, yeah, way back. That's for you. Want me to ship that to you? Nick Dacos? I can ship that to you. Who do you support when the Lions play the Pies, Johnny? The Lions. The Lions. It's like when the Rangers play the Lightning, I go for the Rangers. When the Yankees play the Mets, I go for the Yankees. Jets, Giants, I go for the Jets. I don't have any feeling for my second teams when my number 1 teams are playing them. I'll go for Brisbane all day over Collingwood. All day. Bagger, what about NFL? Dallas for me and Patriots is my second because of the Collingwood situation. Giant fans hate the Cowboys more than I do. I can't stand them either. They are my second team that I cannot stand. Here we go. Another pitching change. We got first and second with 2 outs. Mikhail, I've been to a lot of games, not so much over the last few years. And, yeah, he's great to see us have consistency. Yeah, very true, man. Very true. Manav, what's the score, please, Johnny? Do you really want to know, Manav? It's 10-1 Red Sox in the 4th inning. 10-1. Way back just to get up JB's nose. That's right. They can't stand it. You guys are going to make me pull that Guernsey out again since we're bored here watching the Yankees get destroyed right now. Yeah, he's now GM of the Predators. Yep. He's now the GM, True, but that's why I think even though he was available at the time, I think that's what he wanted to do anyway. So that's where he's at. He's the GM of the Predators. Laviolette lost in the finals with Philly in 2010. He did, but he lost to the Blackhawks. Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Seabrook, Corey Crawford. And he lost in 2017 as the Predators head coach, but to who? Crosby and Malkin and Marc-Andre Fleury and Chris Letang. I mean, he lost, and I think Phil Kessel was on that team too. So there's no shame in Laviolette losing that. The point is he's taking these teams to the thing. But I think, like Trouba said, right now the Rangers are proving they are a great regular season team. The Rangers are a great regular season team. And I think right now, Trouba, you're not off on that. You're not off on that. That's what they've shown, a great regular season team. This year we made the Eastern Conference Finals the year before. And we go out in the first round to the Devils. The Devils had a good young team. They had a great young season. Jack Hughes and company are good. But the experience we had should have beaten them. But I still don't think you fired Galan over that. Anthony Mikhailov, maybe you can catch up with a few of us at the Hawthorne Carlton game. That would be cool, Mikhailov, man. The guys are getting together over there, man. I wish I was there. It's the Australian way. There you go. That's what we love, man. Sports talk, sports smack talk. It's always in good fun, guys. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Keep this basement rolling. Johnny Trottier was Ranger head coach in the early 2000s, right? I believe he was early 2000s or late 90s. I thought it was more like late 90s. I want to. Now you got me thinking what year he coached the Rangers. I thought it was late 90s. You might be right, though. It might be early 2000s. Oh, no, you're right. Mr. Marine, you're right. 2002. Brian Trottier, 2002. Yep, there you go. There you go. Trouba just backed that up. Johnny Trottier was Rangers head. Yeah, there you go. Yep, I'm ordering. That's why I said that would be interesting if they hired him again now, like 20 years later. Flip, ordering Red Sox. You guys should go to the Hawthorne Hawks game together since you're all collabing there and have Red Sox jerseys and Islander sweaters on. That would absolutely have me laughing. You guys should do that. Go to the footy game wearing those jerseys. That would be incredible. Now, here we go. Another hit. This should be another run. This should be 11-1 now, right? Oh, he can't throw to second. Here we go. Wild throw. Now they're coming home. This should be 12-1. This fielding today is atrocious. Didn't I say when it was 5-1 Red Sox that we were going to lose 18-1? Didn't I say that? At the time, I was half kidding. Now it's looking serious. Bottom of the fourth inning, it's 12-1 Red Sox. 12-1 Red Sox. This is a joke. Yeah, I like Collingwood. It's my first footy season, Al. It's my first footy season, but I like Collingwood because they Mason Cox story intrigued me, man. I really like them a lot, man. And they're fighters, man. They're always in it. But I chose the Brisbane Lions as my number one team, and I like what they have going on. They're a young team with the right veterans on the team. Kind of reminds me of what the Jets are going to do this year. So I went with the Lions, man. I like Chris Fagan as a coach, but I don't think he has the urgency that the team needs. The team doesn't seem to come out with a lot of urgency in some of these games. Against the Hawks, they came out after a 12-day break expecting to win. That was obvious. And then when they had to start turning it on, it wasn't there from the beginning. So how is it going to turn on now? So I don't get that. And it looked like yesterday, this morning, for me, the game's in the morning. I know it was last night for you guys. But it's just what can you do? They looked like they had the game in hand like 3 or 4 times, and the Swans, to their credit, just do not give up. Bruin also, boo Cowboys. Yep. If I missed a couple of your comments, you already know why. I'm all over this. Way back, the Patriots are my third. So now we got all the Aussie crew, man, loving the Red Sox, the Islanders, and the Patriots. Oh, boy. Yeah, true, but this is getting bad, man. I may not be on the whole time either, man. I'm not going to sit here and do a 27-1 game. This fielding is a joke. And again, I don't credit the Red Sox hardly at all. They are getting a lot of these runs on their own. They are. But a lot of these are gifts from the Yankees, too. This is an embarrassment. These guys look like a clown. Look at the Three Stooges are out there. Mo, Larry, and Curly are playing in the outfield. They're on the mound. It's the Three Stooges. You got Mo, Larry, and Curly. You got Shemp and Joe. Remember? Oh, there's another hit. Here comes another run. Guys, I'm not going to be on all night watching this garbage. I'm not. I'm letting you guys know right now that's not happening. 13-1, bottom of the fourth inning. Bruin, that's an insult to Pee Wee baseball, Trouba. Yeah, you're right, man. That is an insult. This is horrible. Mikhail, this is a joke, but it's classic Red Sox baseball, isn't it? Do nothing one year, be contenders the next. And you know what, Mikhail, they're not even contenders. The Red Sox right now probably scored more runs today than they have in the past 5 days. Flip, Brisbane were the easy out, Johnny. They have been thereabouts for years. The Bombers or Hawks would have been the brave call. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I like Brisbane, man. And I didn't want to pick a team. Like I told Flex, I couldn't take Geelong because they had just won the whole thing. I can't take the Swans because they were runner-up. I didn't want to look like a bandwagon guy. That would be like, like coming in and liking the like if you just got into the NFL, I'm going to get the NFL, right? You're going to become a fan this upcoming season and saying, oh, I'm going to be a Kansas Chiefs fan because they just won the Super Bowl and they've been in it, have about 3 rings in the last 5 years, right? Or 2 rings in the last 5 years, but been to 3 Super Bowls. That would be as cheesy. I didn't want to look like a cheesy bandwagoner. Now, I'm a Jets and a Knicks fan, so there's never any bandwagons with that. But it's just a point. Trouba, again, the pitcher doesn't back up that play. That's on coaching. Amen. I won't argue with that. I won't argue with that. It's all over the pitcher. I give you that, man. We will definitely disagree. Oh, is that going over the wall too? Oh, no, Calhoun. Thank God this guy didn't have to run very far. I just think we're just going to disagree on the other part all night, Trouba. I get it. First and third baseman, you got to go for everything that you feel you can get. I just feel that Rizzo went too far out of his zone on a play that should have gone to Torres, the Rizzo inning over. But the pitcher, I have no excuses to give him. I can't defend him on any of that. He should have been there. He didn't even move off the mound. Yes, Yanks are done. Missed the playoffs. May not even be 500 this year, right? Mr. Marine, it's hard to argue that they will be. This is the New York Yankees, man, and we're relying on Luis Severino after another 60-day deal. It's like every spring we got to wait for Severino to come back from the deal. And I like Severino. I always have. But the Yankees wait on him like he's Jacob deGrom or something coming off the injured list. This guy, why are we not going after other pitchers that are ready to go? Hey, we're going to get Rodon. When will Rodon be ready? I don't know. Maybe he'll be ready in August. Like, why are we going after these kind of guys that have injuries? Then we're sold on Aaron Hicks all off season. Aaron Hicks is healthy, Johnny. Oh, Brian Cashman, Aaron Hicks. Well, he did nothing as we expected. Nothing. This is a joke, dude. Raleigh, some Patriot fans really think they'll be a playoff team. Oh, yeah. You know what Patriot fans are saying, Raleigh? That the Jets will still finish in last. And by did you guys see that that the Patriots tried to get Aaron Rodgers? They tried, and Aaron Rodgers told his agent, ain't no way I'm playing for New England. I'm playing for the Jets. I did not. That story just broke today, or maybe last night, that Aaron Rodgers was being courted by. They were trying to stick it to the Jets. They were trying to, and Rodgers said, I'm not playing for the Jets. I'm not playing for the New England. Not going there. You know why he said that probably? Because New England doesn't have the tools that the Jets have. They do on defense. I'll never say the Patriots' defense isn't good because it's what keeps them in games. He said he ain't going there. Weren't the Patriot fans weren't they acting as if they had Tom Brady all over again with Mac Jones just 2 years ago? Boy, where's that Mac Jones love have gone? Where's that gone? Trouba, no, the play at third. Pitcher wasn't there to back up the throw. 100% agree with you there, Trouba. 100%. And you're right. It's a clown show out there right now. Clown show. And where is the pitching? What's going on? Why are these guys looking like they have no idea what to do? They have no idea what to do. The minute that ball passed, where was the pitcher? Again, and it's a different pitcher. Wasn't it Abreu this time, Trouba? I can't even keep up. I know Crook was the one with Rizzo at first base. I think that one's on Abreu. Wasn't that Abreu over there that wasn't there? Anthony Pee-wee, this is exactly what it is. That's a fair ball. All right, Higgy's on base. Did the pitcher just get hit? Oh, I don't want to see that happen to anybody. He got hit in the face. Hawk just got hit in the face, man. That's not cool. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Higgy hit the ball back and hit him right here. It hit the Boston pitcher right here on the cheekbone, man. He's got a big knot, and it's bleeding, man. That's not cool, man. That's some serious injury right there. Al, in the late 80s, the Blue Jays got an Australian cricket coach to tighten up their fielding. Worked well for the Blue Jays in that era. So this is Al. This is bad. Get that guy over here. GB, another cellar dweller, another Ozzy accounted for. GB in the basement. Johnny Rock and the OGs. Good day to all the skippies. Bring back the mercy rule. Good day, Manav. Hey, GB, I don't think we're seeing extra innings today. GB. And Trouba, you still in here? Gardini was on the other night. Trouba, you got to email me, man, or let me know when you want to come on. You want to come on for a baseball game this year? Giants, Knicks, Rangers? That would be funny if you came on for a Knick game because I know you just got back into it. Truby, it's your pick, man. You tell me when you want to come on here with me and you're an OG. Like I told everybody, OGs get first dibs. You can be on in the football or hockey season. Tell me, Truba, when you want to be on and what sport you want to pick. I'll do a Giants game too. I told Raleigh the Padres aren't probably playing the Yankees again, but if they play the Mets, we'll do the Mets. I'll have Lou on. Lou's a Met fan. Mets are my second favorite team, so I don't mind doing a Met game for the Padres if an OG dweller like Raleigh wants to come on. Basement Warrior, that's fine. I can do another game. I don't mind doing that. Like again, guys, if I'm missing some of your comments, I apologize. Not on purpose. I'm just picking it up here at Anthony. I'm going for the San Francisco Unicorns and the cricket. All right. I picked up one about cricket and I don't even watch it. Anyway, Corey, another cellar dweller in the basement. Corey's here, man. What's going on? Man, the Cardinals are down bad. The Cardinals? What about the Yankees? We're down 13-1. What's the Cardinals score? The Cardinals can't be worse than this. Can't be worse than this. Can't be. They're down 6-1 to the Mets, man. We're down 13-1 to the Red Sox. I can't remember the last time the Cardinals had a losing season. That's true. They're in dead last, right? They're in last place. Anthony, hi, GB from last night. Lockport, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport in the basement. What's up, dwellers? Back in the basement. Where's the fruit plate? The fruit plate is on the mound out there, man. And it's all running around the bases, man. That's what. And by the way, it's funny you mentioned that, Lockport, because I actually had blueberries and raspberry casing, man, for eating. Hawk is still hurt, man. This guy really got hit in the face bad, man. I wish the best for him, man. I don't want to see that. Flip was saying I played junior baseball in Australia, Pee Wee leagues. Is it called that in the USA? For kids, yeah. Well, I mean, young kids, yeah. But we have we call it the Little League World Series. Little League is basically what they call it. Pee Wee is usually like children. Little League is a little bit older than that. Bruin says, what's up, Lockport? I know what you mean, Flip. Lockport, Bruins up. Corey, the NBA and NHL drafts are right around the corner. Yes, sir, they are. Connor Bedard is going to be number 1 overall. And look at that. He's going to go to the Blackhawks. The Chicago's no way passing up Connor Bedard. No way are they passing him up. Al, shame that baseball didn't kick on in Oz, man. Love the sport. Yeah, that's weird it didn't, man. Baseball's a great sport, man. I yelled at the Yankees tonight like I'm watching the Jets. I very rarely get that uptight, man. This has been an absolute disgusting disgrace. Mikhail, I think we lost the fruit plate a lot. Yeah, I think the fruit plate. You know why, man? Because I don't want that stuff getting on my jerseys. That's why. If I'm going to wear that, I have a regular T-shirt on. I'm not risking getting these things stained, man. That's why. I'm not risking them getting them stained, man. That's why I really don't do it. But if I wear it's just a day I'm wearing a T-shirt and I don't care, then I'll do it. Because me, I'll spill it on one of these and get a nasty stain, man. I don't want to do that. Got to hammer him. Been a while. That's right, Lockport. Bringing it. Look at this. You watch Raw? I did watch Raw, man. It was decent. Some of them haven't been good lately, but Raw was decent, man. It was decent this past night. Again, I want the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I want that broken up. I love both wrestlers. I like them as individuals. Lockport. I can't stand Dominic Mysterio either. One thing interesting, Lockport, do you think they're going to get Damian Priest a belt sooner or later? Because they seem to be moving Priest up the ladder a little bit. Don't they? They seem to be moving Priest up the ladder a little bit. I think they're going to try to get him a belt run. I know he did the Rollins thing last Raw, but I think Damian Priest is trying to move up a little bit, man. I really do. I think they're trying to get him a little bit better. What about Ford from the Street Profits? Montez Ford, I think I think they should break him up too, man, and make him an individual wrestler as well, man. So yeah, I watched Raw, man. It was good. It was decent, man. It was a decent Raw. And the SmackDown, I'm waiting. Roman Reigns is coming back on Friday Night SmackDown this week. The whole Bloodline thing, they're making it very interesting again. And Gunther and Ludwig, man, and Ludwig Kaiser getting out there, man, on Matt Riddle. How about that on Riddle, man? That's going back and forth now. But I think Damian Priest, Lockport, is what's going I think he's going to get a belt eventually, man. Watch out. Priest might get a USA champion or a Intercontinental, man. Maybe he will. But I see them starting to break that Judgment Day up a little bit. See Finn Balor's going after Seth Rollins now, too. Rollins and Reigns, I want to see that, Lockport. I'll finish it on that for right now. I'll get back to wrestling in a little bit. All right, Volpe, let's see what you got. Down 13-1. What can we do here? Let's let this game end at this point, unless they do some weird comeback, which I cannot even see happening. Mr. Marine, Johnny, put Slapshot movie on and talk about that. That's what we need to do, Mr. Marine. 100% correct. Let's do that. Bagger, I love the VFL now that it's expanded. I forget which one of you guys, way back, Bagger, Tony, Flex, Flip, who mentioned do rugby union instead of rugby league? And if you did, what is the difference? Is union better than league? I wouldn't know, because that's going to be the next sport I'm going to get into on here, man. Rugby union and rugby league. What is the difference, and why is one better than the other? I don't need a big explanation, but is one better than the other? Is one more exciting, less rules? What? One of you guys told me to do rugby union and not NRL. Why? I need to know why. Al, Slapshot, great film. It's a freaking classic, man. Absolute classic. Lockport, what do you think about Rhea's new belt? Remind me of the old. Good call on that. I didn't even think about it that way, man. Yeah, it does like the Intercontinental belt. And it's cool that they have her as the title holder. That's what I mean about Damian Priest, Lockport. They got Rhea Ripley with the belt. They got Damian Priest getting in these bigger matches now individually. And now they got Finn Balor going after Rollins. So I think they're trying to move the Judgment Day narrative up a little bit, man, with Rhea along the way. Get Dominic out of there, man. Just get him out of there. I don't mean bring him back to Rey Mysterio. I mean, just get him out of there. Anthony McHale, when does the season start? It must be soon. Oh, wait, Mr. Marine, oh, yeah, let's do that. Right, the slap shot. It's a great thing. There's 2 outs here. Jake Bowers is up. If anybody cares, the Yankees are coming up and they're just getting their outs and going back to the dugout. They're trying to end it. The Yankees are trying to do the Yankee fans like us a favor and just getting this game over with. They're just coming up and swinging at anything. And believe it or not, we started this game 1-0. Michaela, Major League, and we can talk about how the A's are literally playing that movie out right now. Good call on that, Michaela. Did you see that 7-game winning streak the A's had? And they were beating teams like the Tampa Bay Rays. Crazy, man. Lockport, they're pushing Rick Steiner's kid from NXT. He can work. I just hate his name. Braun Breaker. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. That's bad. And Lockport, by the way, I do not like that Pretty Deadly tag team. I don't like the Pretty Deadly tag team. Get those guys out of here. Please get the Pretty Deadly tag team out of here. Please get them out of here. I don't like it, Lockport. I can't stand them. Mikhailov, Nash, Summer, Anthony, we have such a small season compared to MLB. It sucks. Mercy rule, I wish there was one. We wouldn't be on here right now. Lockport, Rollins going to put someone out over soon. He's going to be in the new Captain America movie. You think he drops it? Roman Reigns becomes unified champ? Rollins, is he moving on? I like Seth Rollins, man. He's irritating in a funny way. I think Rollins is a great showman, man. I really think he's a great showman. They seem to love Roman Reigns, man, because lately the pay-per-view matches, the WrestleManias, not WrestleMania, the Night of Champions, they seem to be putting up guys you just know they're not going to beat. How about putting Bobby Lashley for a title, man, against Roman Reigns? But they don't seem to be putting guys that are really gonna, aren't gonna win. Drew McIntyre. By the way, is Drew McIntyre going to the AEW? The rest of you guys, I'll get off wrestling for right now. I'm sorry. Lockport and I are going in on wrestling. We haven't spoken in a while, Lockport and I, so we got to catch up. Got to catch up on the wrestling a little bit. I know how much everybody else in here likes or doesn't like it, but Lockport and I, huge wrestling fans. Yeah, over 1,000 days, he had the belt way back. Yeah, Reigns is still the champ, dude. Bruin, let's go Reds. Yeah, good day. Cullen, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the basement. Look at Justin Turner. This guy has like 500 ribbies tonight. 6 RBIs for Justin Turner tonight. Johnny, do Union Rugby. League sucks. Okay. Is that the MO there that Union rugby is the way to go. I'm writing that down then because I remember you guys. Union rugby, okay. I'm going to start getting into that now that the NBA and the NHL, those are over. It's the dog days of summer coming up, which technically is August, the dog days of summer for baseball. But I got a lot of time to look at these things, man, so we'll take a look at that. Whole gang's here. We missed you, Johnny. Flip, yep, thank you. Where's Bond? He's gone missing. Oh, hold on. I got a guest. Got a guest. Not even a guest. Hold on, guys.
On his way.
All right. And look what I got for him. Oh,
the mascot said, "Where's Johnny Basement?"
It's 13-1 Boston.
Oh no.
And you know it's not over.
They're friggin' Red Sox.
The Yankees can't. They look like a little league team out there. They're throwing balls. They're not throwing to each other, and someone's not on first base. What's going on out here?
Bye, Rocco.
Basement mascot in from outside. Basement mascot. He was fighting to put on the Yankee jersey. He's embarrassed. Basement mascot Rocco. In the house, in the basement, and accounted for. Basement mascot. He wants a snack. Mrs. Basement just let him in. 2 seconds. I got to set him up. All right, guys, I'm back. Brisbane with the win. Strange game it was. Yeah, it was, Cullen. It definitely was. Mr. Mutombo, how you feeling, Johnny? Tonight out of 10. Oh, my gosh. This game is horrendous. They shouldn't waste their bullpen in this game either, man. Just don't waste the bullpen. Way back, I really don't have an opinion on Union versus League. Probably lean to Union, but I like the state of origin in League. Flip, it may be bigger in Australia, but that's it. Well, we got a little competition about if League or Union is better. Oh, Al, okay. International Rugby Union is the best, in my opinion. Okay. Way back, I really don't have an opinion. I just read that. Anthony, Flip, it maybe I just read that. Bruin, Rocco, good day, OG, Rocco. That's right, rockin' Rocco. How's his breath today? Better than it used to be, man. Remember that day? Oh, my gosh. My trucking dog, Max. Max has some days out in that truck. My gosh, man. He was 15. Like I said, about a year and a half ago, we had to put him down. That was awful. I still miss him. Max. Yep. That was Rocco's buddy. That was his buddy, man. Rocco's still hanging in there. Rocco's going to have a birthday in October. He's going to be 12. I generally only watch the state of origin to be honest. Okay. I hope Rocco is a Dogs fan. I almost went with the Western Bulldogs, by the way. I almost did. Rocco, first-star general on board. Yes, Rocco in the basement. That's right. He's outside a lot now, guys. When people ask, where's Rocco? He's outside a lot because it's warm out now. I know it's a winter time for you guys in Australia. Over here, man, it's like 80 degrees, 75 to 85 most days, man. So Rocco is outside a lot now. He loves being outdoors. In the wintertime, you already know. You guys know when Rocco's in here in the wintertime. Mikhailov, Union schedule is 2 hit and miss, especially the international schedule, but the scrum is what League really misses now. Playing it 10 years ago was awesome fun. Now it is. That's right, Mikhailov, you played. Union is tougher than League now, in my opinion. So, Mikhailov, Union's the way to go also, huh? Everybody else seems to be saying Union more than League. Because I'm going to get into that now, Mikhailov. I told you a long time ago, I promise I'm going to get into it. Now I feel I feel pretty well versed in footy. Pretty well versed. Not 100%, but I'm around 90% knowledgeable in footy now. 90, not 100. So I feel good enough now to start leaning into another sport. So we're gonna go with rugby. And union seems to be the way to go. I wrote it down. Union. What is the actual league? Is it Union Rugby? What's the actual league name? I know the rugby league is NRL. What is Union Rugby? Is that what it's called? See how new I am to this now? Bagger, what happened? Are you okay, Bagger? What's a stroke? What are you guys talking about? I missed something. Mikhailov, Union is tougher than the league now. By the way, Stanton is up right now, if anybody cares. Top of the sixth inning, 13-1 Boston. 385. Wow. Oh, yeah, you're talking about batting average. My goodness. Have a good day, guys. I have to go now and pick up my meat from the bar. Okay. All right, Anthony. As always, man. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Yankees got a hit. Stan's going to first base. All good here. Just can't spell. Okay, good. Way back, Tony, did you save a Cub? Mikhailov, don't get me wrong. I'm more league because I played but love both. Okay. Yeah, I remember you telling me, Mikhailov. I promise. I was getting into footy then, but now I'm going to be getting into the what's the matter, Rocco? You lost your thing? Glaber's up. And he grounds into a double. Oh, no, not a double play. He's safe. The Red Sox wanted to show the Yankees they can make some fielding errors too, because the Red Sox should have had a double play there. But they said, "Hey, Yankees, we can make some errors too." He should have had that ball. This is one of the worst games I've ever seen, man, in a long time. Al, JB, you're well up to date on AFL analysis, in my opinion. Thank you, Al. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying, dude. I put a lot of effort in. I don't just go into a sport, and I don't want to be one of those YouTube guys that just pulls up a screen and just goes and reacts and doesn't put the behind-the-scenes work in. I study a lot of this stuff, man, because I actually am a sports fanatic. I'm interested. When I'm interested in a sport, I got to go all in and find out everything I can about the sport and what's going on. When I first looked at footy, I'm like, what is going on out here? Like, it took a while to pick it up, but because of you guys, you helped me along in the comments. Look at that wild pitch by the Red Sox, man. They're giving us back what we were doing to them. Could you imagine if the Yankees came back in this game? We're down 13-1. Can you imagine if we came back? Oh, that would be an embarrassment of epic proportions. I am really reaching with that right now, but Johnny, following Rugby Union will get you a few Kiwi supporters. Cool, man. Hey, listen, I'm all in. I love my sports, and I die hard with them. That's why when I get on a live stream, I don't worry about doing this stuff. I can do this. I can do my games blind. Rizzo! That's a big hit for Rizzo. That's going to score 2 runs. 13-3. 13-3. We're within 10 runs now. Yankees strong. Yankees strong. We're within 10 runs in the 6th inning. Hey. Johnny Fowl, I just read that. Mr. Marine, turn off the Yanks game. Watching Beavis and Butthead reruns right now. More entertainment than the bomb. Hey, Beavis and Butthead are on the field too. What do you want, Rocco? Beavis and Butthead are on the field too there, Mr. Marine. Good shout out to Beavis and Butthead, man. Amen. Way back, Bagger kept saying he was having a stroke. What? Like for real? Like for real? Yeah, Rocco sound off on the Yankees. He didn't want me to put the jersey on him. When Rock brought him in from outside, he didn't even want me to put the jersey on him. I was trying. He was like, get this thing off. Look at him. He's trying to get it off from the couch. That's a proud Marine move right there. There you go, GB, right? 4 for 4 now. He's at 388. No kidding. Holy crap, man. This is an insane season. You know what I think a lot of this is, these high batting averages? With the pitch clock, Torres is up right now. We have a man on second and nobody out. Man on second, nobody out. Torres with a weak grounder to short. Okay, he's out at first, but we got a man on third now. We have to get him home too. The pitch clock is making these pitchers throw a lot faster than they want to. A lot more pitches are getting thrown. You notice the 100 pitch count. I wonder if that's going to start coming down. The 100 pitches in a well-pitched game could go to seventh inning, maybe roughly sixth, seventh inning for 100 pitches. These guys are getting that fast, man. They're getting 50 pitches in 3 innings now. On a good pitch game, not even a bad pitch game, they have to throw more pitches. Rocco sound off. Al, I'm the same as you, JB. Sports nut that goes deep on any sport I come across. Yeah, you got to, man. You got to. Like I said, I didn't know anything about footy, but the people, the incredible Aussies, and a lot of them are in here now, Al. Comments. I screenshot a lot of those comments and went back and looked at the game again and went back and looked at the video again. I had said names wrong, like the don't argue. I love the don't argue, but you know what? That was a stiff arm for us. Walter Payton was the GOAT of stiff arms, and he's the GOAT running back to me. The stiff arm, the don't argue. I love that term. For those that don't know, in footy, Australian rules football, when you stiff arm somebody, it's called don't argue. Isn't that a great term? Don't argue. Just don't get out of my way. Don't even argue. I love it. I think he meant strike. He's got him. Yeah, that makes more sense. But then we don't see him in here right now, right? So, Lockport, let's go Yanks. A touchdown and a field goal. We're back in it. That's right. Touchdown and a field goal. We're back in it. That's right. Dude, that's exactly true, my friend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I told you, we got Mo, Larry, and Curly, Shemp, and Joe. All the Stooges are out there. Not for real. I just can't spell. My weird sense of humor kicked in. All good. Thankfully, that's the reason. Shohei Ohtani. That guy's amazing. You know that guy, they say he hardly takes batting practice. Like, this is all natural for him. Willie Calhoun just struck out looking at a ball right down the middle. Struck out looking at a ball right down the middle. Thanks, Willie. Mikhailov, Shohei Ohtani, apparently he doesn't take that much batting practice. Apparently he doesn't really take that much batting practice. That's it. What a freak of nature that guy. He's an outstanding pitcher and batter. Where is he going to go next year? When the Yankees were playing the Angels, I remember Paul O'Neill, Michael Kay, one of them, David Cohn, mentioned that before the game, Ohtani was like hardly taking any batting practice. And apparently that's a thing he does. Not really too much batting practice. Wow. Just naturally amazing. Incredible, guys. All right, we still got the man on third that we had with 1 out. Now there's 2 outs. Bill McKinney is up. He was just called up from AAA because, our whole team is hurt. Harrison, that's a hit. That's going to be a run. We're within 9. Within 9. Yankees. Woo! Whoa. Trying to gear myself up for this, man. 9. 13-4. Could you imagine? Now, there was a game. I'm trying to remember the year. Now, this is going back when we had Nick Swisher, players like that. The Yankees were down in Boston 9-0, and we came back and won that game. That is not a joke. We really did. And it was late in the game. I want to know the year on that now. That is not happening tonight, but it would be amazing if it did. It wasn't that long ago. Oh, no, it was 2012. The New York Yankees erased a 9-0 deficit in Boston to beat the Red Sox 15-9. I had to think back 10 years for the last time we looked this bad against Boston besides the playoffs recently. Anyway, Higashioka is up. Higgy, let's get another hit, Higgy. It's 1-2 now. 1-2. Johnny practice is just practice. That's right. What inning is it? It's the top of the 6th inning right now, Bagger. Top of the 6th inning. Way back. Got to fly. Catch you all soon. All right, way back. We'll see you later, man. Maybe I'll catch you Discord, buddy. GB, it's a comeback. Johnny, you start the wave. Can you imagine if we went to extra innings? That's crazy. LOL. Can you imagine, man? We end up in extra innings, GB? That would be insane. Mikhailov not only 9 runs down, but ended up scoring 15. That's impressive, isn't it? Yeah, I remember them being down 9-0. You win 15-9. Yeah, it says it right here. It was on April 21st, 2012. The New York Yankees erased a 9-0 deficit to beat the Red Sox 15-9. Wow. That's what I got to think back to and hoping that we're down 9 runs right now, 13-4. All right, hold on. Be right back down, guys. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. All right, guys. Bottom of the 6th, man. On second, nobody out. I tell you, I leave for a couple minutes, man, and the freaking Red Sox already have runners on base again. Oh, yeah. Colin, I'm just back from the kids' soccer, and now nothing to do but relax all weekend. There you go. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button if anybody's still left here during this disgusting game that we're looking at. 13-4, Red Sox, bottom of the 6th inning. Hopefully, I mean, and they have a man on second with nobody out. Like I said, it just you can't make this stuff up. I want to help Bruin with his beer cups. Trouba, I think Trouba bounced out of here, Mr. Marine. Bruin, you're still here. Trouba's gone, I think. Michaela, what's everyone doing this weekend? Hoping the Yankees win a game. Oh, we got family up, man. It's a good time, man. Enjoying it. What's the weather over there? You guys are getting into winter time right now, right? What's the weather over there? So Union Rugby is what I'm going to go with. Union Rugby. Nice play by Donaldson. All right, that's an out, man. Still on second. Kids B-ball today and kids goal umpire tomorrow. There you go. Hey, by the way, hold on a second. Let's jump the AFL here for a minute. Let's see. They did take over first place. Well, that's because Collingwood has a bye. The Power are in first place, first on the ladder. So here's my question. The Crows and the Bulldogs are tied at 7 right now. So does that automatically make – they still have Geelong as number 9. Does that make them – has anybody ever finished tied in the ladder to put a 9th seed as an 8th seed? You know what I mean? Like the Crows and the Dogs are tied right now at 7th, and they still have Geelong as the 9th seed without really having an 8th seed. I meant to ask that this morning in the Discord. Interesting. Yep. Essendon, they were a wooden spoon candidate in the season previews. They've been more than shown a whole different effort than people are expecting out of them. And the Adelaide Crows, how about them Crows, man? The Crows have been in the tipping. The Crows have done actually really well for me, man. I've started tipping them quite often. Everybody destroys the West Coast Eagles, but I'm saying, what did they beat them? 174 to like 48? Man. Al, getting icy here. I'm in rural Victoria. Oh man, like this is our warm time of year, so I know it, man. Like you guys in January, I didn't know, because I remember in January, I forget who I was. That's when I was first coming around in the league, man, and learning about it. So I didn't know January was freaking. That was your summertime over there. Cullen, fresh as it gets in the mornings here. Mikhailov made the weather here for the last 2 days. Been blowing a gale. Really? Jacoby Ellsbury. Wow. Oh, my gosh. We were talking about the Yankee announcers are talking about IKF stealing home plate the other night against the Mets. There's nothing to talk about in this game. Nothing to talk about. We got another relief pitcher in here. We got one out, man on second for the Red Sox, bottom of the 6th inning. Just wanting this game to end. This game makes me want to have a Bacardi and Coke. Oh, my gosh. Lucky I don't drink anymore, man, because I would have been doing it right here. I would have been like Bob Uecker watching the Major League since we brought up that movie. I would have been like Bob Uecker right here with the Jack Daniels bottle, man, having it right there. And he's saying stuff on air. Remember the guy was like, you can't say that on air. He's like, no one's listening anyway. I mean, like, I'd have been like Bob Uecker right now, man, going back to a great movie, Major League. Manav, going to go get some food now and then get some Bacardi and Coke. Wow, Manav, you were inspired that fast. All right. Colin, percentage comes into play in the cast of tied points. There you go. Okay, the winning percentages. Okay, that makes sense. Lockport, you're a good son, Mr. Marine. Your folks raised you well. There you go. Going to the cemetery to see Dad, Mom for Father Days, both Saturday and Sunday. Oh, okay, Mr. Marine. Got you now. I thought he was referring to something else, Mr. Marine. I didn't mean to laugh there. I did not know. I did not see that comment. I would not have laughed at that. So when they said when Bruin said that, was it Bruin? Yeah. Oh, Lockport. Excuse me, Lockport. You're a good son, Mr. Marine. Your folks raised you well. There you go, Mr. Marine. That's what it's about. I lost my parents too, man. My parents have been gone. My father for a while now. My mother, man, my mother never had anything wrong with her that I ever knew of, and got cancer. Within 1 year, she was gone. Like 1 year, gone. Like it's out of nowhere. She was like the woman you would expect to be like Betty White, like lived to 100 years old. I mean, you really did. Come on, another bad throw. This is a joke. This is a joke. Gleyber Torres ground the ball and threw way off the base. Guys, I'm not staying on. I think 10 o'clock is going to be my cutoff time. About 40 more minutes. This is a joke. This is the worst fielding I have ever seen the Yankees play. The worst. Torres fields a ground ball, throws it way off base. Rizzo has to come off the bag. The guy for the Red Sox on second runs all the way home, 14-4. This is an absolute disgrace. Disgrace. I'm not kidding you guys, man. I will bounce out of this game in about 40 minutes. I'm giving it to 10 o'clock. This is an absolute disgrace. Don't worry, I'll be back on tomorrow night, but I can't sit through this. This is awful. 14-4 in the bottom of they're going to give up 20 runs today. 20 runs. That's what I'm calling. 20. I called 18 before. Now I'm saying 20. Mr. Marine, same as me, Johnny. Mom got cancer in 2017, passed away. Isn't that scary, man? Just like that. I was on the truck when I got that phone call, man. And she's like, are you parked? And I said, no. She said, call me when you're parked. I already knew something was up, but I didn't think it was with her. I thought it might have been another family member. Like, there was never anything wrong with her that I ever remember growing up. And so on, man. It's scary. 1 year to the month, gone. Just like that, man. Awful. Awful. My father, he's been gone a long time, but he had a lot of problems with his heart. But he had it forever. He had it for a long time. My father was a great guy, but a stressed out guy. Yay! We got an out. Yay! The Yankees are an embarrassment today. But hey, big ups. Torres got a grounder and threw to first base on target. Come on, big ups, big ups. You got to give credit where credit's due in a game like this. And Gleyber Torres made a perfect throw to first base that time. Good for him. So I feel your pain, Mr. Marine. I went through it myself, man. Happy Mother's Day to all. Yep. Yeah, that's right. We got Father's Day Sunday. Incredible. Al, I'm sending over some ex-Aussie cricketers to come fix your fielding. Good fielding should be a priority. This is the worst I've ever seen, Al. This is an absolute disgrace. The Red Sox, like I said, they probably have about 14-4. I'm going to say the Red Sox have about 7 runs that they got themselves. I'm not kidding you. I think we've given the Red Sox the other 7 runs. On fielding errors, which extends their inning. We call them in baseball extra outs. You gave a team an extra out. Like when Josh Donaldson fumbles around a grounder that he couldn't field. This is a former Gold Glover at third base. Couldn't field, and now it's taken too long. Now everybody's safe. There was 2 outs when he did that. There should have been 3. But because he couldn't get anybody out on a ball he should have fielded, that's what we call giving a team an extra out. An extra out, then the Rizzo, the pitcher, that whole thing came up that we've beaten to death already. Then the grand slam came, 4 runs. That shouldn't have happened. Can't give teams extra outs. Mr. Marine, I was visiting a friend in Texas, had to take care of mom last 6 months of her life, May 8th. Oh, man. I completely feel your pain on that one, Mr. Marine. 100% feel your pain. I do. I can. My mother was just a couple years ago, man. Just a couple years ago. I get it, man. I totally feel you on that one, man. It's awful. Awful. Mikhailov, Johnny, there's an NRL game kicking off the season in Vegas next year. Really? Wow. Vegas is quite a drive from where I am, man, but I did in truck all the time. I think it'd be the distance from where you are in Adelaide to like going to Brisbane, something like that. That's how far Vegas is from me, I think. Bond, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the basement. G'day, Johnny. Specky that like button on your way into the basement. That's right. Specky that like button. Good seeing you in here, Bond. Mr. Marine, everybody, Bomber Bond on board. Al, I hear you, Johnny. In cricket, they say catches win matches. In footy, 1%ers. Yes, 1%ers. I know that term. And here, man, this is the Yankees are giving the Red Sox extra outs, which has produced them major runs, big hits, home runs. You can't give teams extra outs, man, to work with. You can't do it. And they're giving them, and then boom, that grand slam happened. That's 4 runs, right? And I called it. Sadly, I called it. I said Justin Turner's going to hit a grand slam. Guy's knocked in 6 runs on his own tonight. And the Red Sox, by the way, are in last place. Yankees better come out better than this tomorrow, man, because like I told you guys, I'm on here for about another half an hour, and that's it. I can't take this anymore. I'm going to eat my dinner and call it a day. I've done this before. I think I did this in a couple of Yankee games last year. I just said, we're done. And some of them were just so boring, we had to turn it off. Bruin knows. Bruin was a part of a couple of those. He knows if he's still in here, Bruin. The Seattle game, he knows that one. That was forever. I think we turned that one off. That was like going on 4.5-hour game of brutal boredom. I mean, brutal. Like, we ran out of things to talk about. We ran out of things to talk about on that one, man. It was horrible. It happens, man. It's baseball. It's different. It's not like hockey and basketball and football where it's nonstop action and things, happen. Oh, that's a fair ball. Oh, is it foul? Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm getting excited. It's not we're coming back. Yeah, there you go, bro. And those games were brutal. I think we turned a couple of them off. It was so bad. Literally, we ran out of things to talk about. We were in here for like 4 hours. That happened a few times. And some of these games, guys, for Ozzy, when the Yankees play on the West Coast, they're 3 hours behind us, okay? So a 7 o'clock game for them is 10 o'clock for us. So these games were starting at 10:15. We were in the basement till like 3 in the morning, man, doing these games. 2 in the morning, like, we got to get out of here. Yep. And nobody wanted to win. Went to extra innings. Oh, man. We were in here a couple of times like that. Those late night games, man, they can go on and on. Now with the pitch clock, that's probably going to slow that down a lot. You're not going to get a lot of games like that. But, you know what's funny? When I wasn't live streaming, when I missed some time here the past few weeks, all the games I have been watching recently, been 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Since I've been on live streaming these games, it's like last year. These are all 3.5 hour games, every single one of them. I didn't see one over 3 hour game during the time that I wasn't on, when my ear was clogged and I had the health things going on. I was watching, like, wow, look at this pitch clock. These games are 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's it. Now I'm on here. They're 3.5 hours, the last 3 games. Isn't that funny? Don't get me wrong. I love baseball, man, but I do like basketball, hockey, and football for one reason. You have the clock, and the clock counts down. Footy, you have the clock counting down. Baseball, you don't get that clock, man. Some of the games can go on and on. Mikhailov, the dark days. Yes, OG cellar dweller, OG Ozzy. Now, Mikhailov, to the other Ozzies, goes so far back with me. He was with me when I was just uploading videos. I wasn't even live streaming. And and I wasn't doing footy. I wasn't doing rugby. And he was still in here. The original Ozzy, Mikhailov. So, and he was in here for those baseball games. They were brutal, man. The mercy rule. There's no mercy rule here, man. There's no I'll do the mercy rule and just cut the stream. I'll mercy it for all of us. I'll make the decision for everybody. Bruin, yeah, Johnny, it's real bad when we run. Yeah, it's bad because we were running out of things to talk about. There was nothing statistically to talk about. There was no other sports going on because now it's just baseball until football comes back. Just baseball. All our jokes, our trivia, we ran through everything, and it was still like the 13th inning, and no one wanted to score. With the ghost run, still no one could score on either team. No one wanted to move it. Oh, Stanton. That should be an out too. You know what's funny? the game moves along when the Yankees are batting because they don't get any hits. But when the Red Sox come up is when the game goes on because we can't get anybody out. But you know what? In baseball, I don't care what team you are. Every team goes through beatings like this. It's a 162-game season. You're going to be on the bad end of these kind of games more than once, and you're going to be on the other side, like the Red Sox. The Yankees could come out tomorrow and do the same thing to them. Doesn't matter what the team is. Every team comes out and has a day like this where everything is awful. It's no fun being on this side, on the beatdown side. It's no fun. It is no fun. You're just out in the field forever. And you think we complain on here, man? How about being on the field for 45 minutes watching everybody run around the bases like a merry-go-round? Bagger, anybody else lost audio? Sorry, Dan. Johnny, are you thinking of doing a live stream for the AFL Grand Final? Depends on what time that is, Al. You got to remember, Al. The reason why I don't live stream AFL games is because of the time. Some of them start at 1 in the morning here, 2 in the morning. I got a family here, man. I can't be down here screaming and yelling. It goes through the whole house, man. It goes through the whole house. Not that big a house. It goes through the whole house. So it's the only reason why I don't live stream the games, man, because everybody's asleep. So most of these games start 1, 2, 3 in the morning. The ones at 6 in the morning, it's still rough, man, because we got a family here. And a lot of people sleep 6 in the morning. So that's the reason why. But the grand final, let's get to that date and we'll see what we can do there. But I don't make any promises with that, man. And I would love to live stream the footy games. I would absolutely love to live stream them, but it's the time that they're on that makes it hard for me. But like I said, I got the Watch AFL app. I'm always ready to watch, man. And over here, Fox Sports 2, FS2, they'll show a game every Friday, Thursday and Friday. So one second, guys. Sorry. Cool. Yeah, man. Imagine paying to see this. Oh, Bruin. Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine? Woo. Well, they're in Boston. They're probably having a great time. Imagine being a Yankee fan in Fenway Park right now. Imagine being a Yankee fan there. That's brutal. Glaber just flied out to center field, and the Yankees do nothing. So, good. Verdugo, Justin Turner, who's 3 for 4 with 500 RBIs in this game, and then Rafael Devers, they're coming up. So this will probably be another long inning. I told you guys, 10 o'clock, I'm done. Now, whatever time it is for the Aussies, in 30 minutes, I'm done. 30 minutes. I'll be back on tomorrow night. The Yankees are on again, but I'm not going to sit through any more of this because if they keep scoring runs, it's just going to go on and on. So I'm just letting you guys know. 10 o'clock, 30 minutes, I'm done. If you're up, Johnny, join us in the Steez and Don's live AFL chats. A lot of us are there. Hey, those guys are cool, man. Steez and Don. I think they lost their channel for a heartbeat, right, and came back. I like Steez and Don, man. They got a good chat in there. I was in there not recently, but I was more in the beginning of footy, like around March, April. They know who I am. I've been in there on their channel before, man. That's a lot of fun. Those guys are cool, man. They're the original Americans doing that, and they go to USAFL games too. I like Steez and Don, man. Big shout out to them. Definitely like them, man. That's cool, GB, if you're in there with them. Those are good dudes, man. I'd love to meet them one day. I don't think I live near them, though. Now I'm watching Beavis and Butthead new movie. It's as good as can be. I bet it is, man. I love Beavis and Butthead, man. Love them. You've seen me. I put them in the community posts a few times. I like Beavis and Butthead. That'll be midday here. 1, 2 in the morning. Yeah, because most of these games for me, I'll tell you right now. I have everything I need right here. I'm not going to go through it all on the computer and bring it out here. Okay. Yep, I took the power and took the lines. 2-0 in the tipping. So, yeah, 2:35 in the morning. The Giants play the Dockers. 5:25 a.m., the Tigers and Saints. The Blues and the Suns are at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. And North Melbourne and Weston is 2:40 in the morning on Sunday. So I can't do those games. Like the late games here, as you guys heard me saying last year, I was live streaming. We were up till 2 in the morning on those West Coast games. I won't be doing the West Coast games this year. It's too loud. I get too loud. And I don't know how to do games calmly. I don't know how to do games with a low voice. And just like, man, the Yankees are losing 14-4. We don't look good today. Wow, he overthrew that guy. Isn't he paying attention? How come the pitcher didn't cover first base? Why is there nobody around helping out the other guy? How come Gleyber Torres can't throw a direct ball to first base, Anthony Rizzo, which is less than 50 feet from him? Why can't he do that? I can't do that. I am too emotional a guy when it comes to my sports. I cannot do that. That's why I can't even do the Yankee games, guys. But I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm not doing any West Coast games. When they're on at 10 o'clock at night, I'm not doing them. I'm just not. It's too late. And that's why I didn't do any Knicks or Ranger games that were on at 10 o'clock. It's too loud. It's too loud in here. That's why we did it last summer, but I won't be doing that. Won't be doing it. It gets too loud in here, man. So, but like I said, I love doing the live streams. I love being on here with you guys. Look at this. Justin Turner, 3 for 4. He has a double. 2 home runs, including a grand slam. He scored 3 runs himself, and he has 6 runs batted in. Wow. Absolutely demolished the Yankees by himself. And a lot of those, 4 of those RBIs out of the 6 that he has, runs batted in, shouldn't have him because the inning should have been over. The Yankees gifted that. That's the extra out that I'm talking about right there. Bruin, yeah, being a Yankees fan going to Fenway and paying to see this travesty is brutal. And you know they're hearing it from the fans. You know they're hearing it from the fans. Al, thanks for the chat, Johnny. I'm going to look at the forum guide and watch the horses go around. There you go. You got it, Al. I always appreciate it, man. Bomber, who tipped Port Power and Brisbane Lions? I did. I got Port Power and I got the Lions. I'm 2-0 in there. 2-0. 2-0. I almost took Geelong. But the Power they've been doing wonders this season, and they've been doing wonders for me in the tipping. So I stuck with the Power. The Lions, I didn't think they'd lose again to the Swans. And I know the Swans are better than their ladder. What are they, 13th on the ladder? I know the Swans are better than that. And I know the Lions like to disappear during games. I know they like to disappear. They like to put it on for a minute and then pull back. I think the most complete, I'm being serious. I think the Lions' most complete game, start to finish, with full urgency, is when they beat Collingwood. I think that's the only time I saw them play with full urgency. I do. I don't think Brisbane has played a full urgency game like that. And against the Hawks, again, the Hawks have been playing better. But it's on coaching to me when you come out at the 12 days off after your bye week. You don't even look like you're just playing like you expect to win. I said it in my video. I said it in my reaction video. I'll be doing one for the Lions this week too. I saw the second half of the game with Wayback and Bagger and Tony in the Discord this morning, but I didn't see the first half. I got to pull up my Watch AFL app. I got to watch the whole game, do my notes, do my analysis of the game, and then I'll do a review video on that. But that's where we're at with that. Yeah, GB, New Yorker with a soft voice. Stop now. Too weird. I can't do it. We've been emotional since I was growing up. My father was emotional watching games. I'm emotional watching games. I just can't do the late games anymore. I did it last year, and it got way too loud in here. Way too loud. Colin, I wanted Port to win to keep Geelong taking my dog's place in the 8. Makes me feel so dirty. Dogs have been a weird team for me to pick this year. For or against. They're a weird team because you don't really know what week they're going to win and what week they're not. They're a tough team. The Dogs are a tough team. I know they started the season 0-2. They weren't scoring much more than 50 or 60 points a game in those first 2, right? Because I remember the Lions dropped one to them when they were 0-2. Their first win, the Dogs' first win was against my Lions. I remember it. The Lions looked very bad in that game. But I know it was early season. That's way back when the Roos were 2-0. Remember? North Melbourne was actually 2-0 to start the season. Bruin, yeah, GB, he's right, man. It's laughing. It's true. We don't have soft voices. We don't do that. Colin, I wanted I just read that. Mikhailov, tomorrow, Bendigo race 8, number 8, Blushing Tycoon, my value tip. Mikhailov, that might as well have been in a different language. I don't even know what you're talking about. Bendigo race 8, number 8, Blushing Tycoon, my value tip. What is that for? I'm being serious, Mikhailov. That might as well have been another language. I don't even know what that is. Is that I just feel like I read a whole nother language. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, we're going to the top of the 8th inning now. What's going to happen first? 20 minutes when I turn this thing off, or the game finishing first? Dogs are an exercise in frustration. Yeah, Colin, I'm being serious. I don't know. When they're on, I have a hard time. When I'm looking at the tipping, I'm always like, if I pick the dogs, they'll lose. If I don't pick them, I'm going to be watching it on the AFL app going, why didn't I pick them? That's been with me with them the whole season. The Swans are without Heaney. He could have made the difference. Yeah, the Swans, I'll tell you what, man, they keep fighting, though. They keep fighting. That game last night for you guys, this morning for me, that game wouldn't end. I mean, every time Brisbane went up, it just seemed like the Swans just wouldn't go away. They kept pressing. They kept pressing. Very impressed. Bruin, it's good. It's funny because I'm actually soft-spoken myself. Are you really, Bruin? We'll find out because you got to come on here too. You're an OG, Bruin. You got to pick a game. Like I said, it could be a Boston Bruins game. You guys come on. Doesn't necessarily have to be my team. You wanted to come on here and do a Bruins game, regardless of who they're playing, we'll do it. Something like that. Andres, welcome into the basement. Go Boston. Well, they've been going since about the first inning. Man. Drop a sub and a like button. I don't care if you like Boston. That's fine. They're killing the Yankees today. Got nothing to say on that. Mr. Marine, you finished first. Yep. Amen. Bon, I was watching a video. Carlton supporter he was abusing the Carlton players after the game against Essendon when they were walking off the ground. Really? Watching a video on a Carlton supporter he was abusing the Carlton players after the game. Well, he's booing them and getting in their face because our fans do that here. But like physically going after him? Wow. Bruin, I do curse up a storm sometimes. I bet you do. Especially against the Panthers. You had to have been cursed. You had to have been. We were saying all season what, Bruin? The Rangers and the Bruins, Eastern Conference Finals, right? We kept saying Rangers, Bruins, Eastern Conference Finals. That's going to be a matchup for the ages. And both our teams get eliminated in the first round. I know it's working. You guys set the record. You were the more dominant team. I get it. But the Rangers still shouldn't have been eliminated either in the first round. And then my Lightning were eliminated in the first round. It was a weird year for me because the NBA Finals and the NHL Finals, honestly, guys, I didn't hate or like either team. I don't really care about the Nuggets or the Heat. I don't really care about the Panthers or the Knights. Very weird. I usually have someone I'm going for or going against. And this year, just didn't do it. Cullen, Hippie Hipwood was the hero again. No doubt. And last week, it was just Hipwood against the Hawks, Cullen. It was Hipwood against the Hawks because nobody else on the Hawks showed up. Charlie Cameron had 2 goals in the first half and then disappeared. You didn't see him at all. And he's my favorite Lion. He's my favorite player on the Lions. Oh, I think Josh Donaldson hit a useless home run, but he did. 14-5. Top of the 8th inning, Josh Donaldson hit a useless home run. Thank you, Donaldson, for showing up when it doesn't matter. Thank you. Cameron disappeared. I know Will Ashcroft is only a young guy. I get it. He scored a goal in the first half. Nothing from him to say. Lackey Neal. Where was Lackey Neal in the second half against the Hawks? Nowhere to be found. Joe Danaher. A lot of Bomber fans tell me Joe Danaher disappears during games during the season. He was nowhere to be found last week. But again, these guys, Hipwood again. Hipwood has been playing excellent footy. He's been playing excellent footy for sure. So he was a great pickup for the Lions with him. Bag it is D-heads everywhere, but no doubt. And I trust and believe right now, if there's Yankee fans in Boston watching this game right now, wearing this, they are getting clowned on by the Boston fans. Clowned on. Same thing we'd be doing to them in our stadium. Clowned on. If there's Yankee fans there wearing this getup right like this, they're getting clowned on by those fans because we are getting humiliated. Oh, look at this. We got another hit. Now, I just keep saying it to find any reason to continue to watch this. But Donaldson now has brought us within 9 runs in the top of the 8th inning. We have 5 outs to figure out how to score 9 runs with 5 outs. We got 5 outs, 2 left in the 8th and 3 in the 9th. We got 5 outs. We got to find a way to score 9 runs to tie this thing up. Oh, that was almost a 2-run shot by McKinney. That would have made it 14-6. Oh, my gosh. Really, Johnny? Wow, that's interesting, bro. Well, again, we got to have you on here. OG Dweller, Mikhailov, you got to come on too. OGs get the first dibs. It's only right. You guys have been with me from the beginning. Everybody else, man, you can find your way on. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Bomber, he was screaming at the player to take the Guernseys off, saying they don't deserve to wear them. Oh, wow. Wow. That's harsh, man. That's hard. Well, Carlton was supposed to be good this year. They'll lose like every week the past – actually, quite a few weeks they've been losing every week. So, well, you need to come on over here, man, when we go to Jets. Well, not this year. The Jets are going to be good. But during their 4-win seasons, the Jets are 12 years of not making the playoffs. 12 years. They haven't made the playoffs since 2010 when they went to the AFC Championship game, 1 game away from the Super Bowl. So we're the longest running of basketball, football, baseball, hockey. We're the longest team that has not made the playoffs, 12 years. That's going to be over this year, but I'm just saying it's been 12. Coincidentally, when Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers, when they won the Super Bowl that year, when Brady first went to the Bucs after leaving the Patriots, the Bucs had not been to the playoffs in 12 years. Hopefully, Rodgers does that with the Jets, man. That'd be amazing. Bruins versus Rangers would have been a legendary series. And we knew that was going to happen, Bruin, right? We knew that was going to happen. The whole season, the Bruins were dominating everybody. They'd win like 10 games, lose 1. Win 12, lose 1. Win 10, lose 1. That's the way it looked. They'd lose 1 game after every 10 or 12 wins, right? The Rangers were cruising. We had rough spots here and there. The Rangers would beat a lot of great teams and lose to all the doormats. We would lose to all the doormats, the worst teams in the league, again, expecting to win. You guys hear me say it in my videos all the time, expecting to win. So the Rangers always lost to really, really bad teams. But that would have been an epic series. But nope, neither team wanted to get past the first round. Saying a lot of F words. Oh, that's not good. No kidding, Marine. Bruin, you must be cuss up a storm after your team lost. I know, Mr. Marine. We talk about the Rangers. Bruin, we're not even making fun of you, but you guys set the NHL record for wins and then get bounced with a 3-1 lead. I don't need to remind you of this. But we're Yankee fans. We blew a 3-0 lead in the AL Championship Series, right, in 2004. We're the only team to ever do that. And who do we do it to of all teams? Boston. GB was an anticlimactic finish in the NHL. We neutrals were looking forward to Bruins versus Rangers playoff. Right. My Lightning, my second team, who had gone to the Stanley Cup 3 years in a row. I mean, the 3 years in a row. They didn't even make it past the first round. So both of my teams were gone. So I'm like, all right, who am I? Then interestingly, I went for Edmonton Oilers because I was like, all right, let me go for Connor McDavid, man. I want to see him finally get a ring and do something. Then they lose. And I'm like, I really had nobody to go for anymore. The Miami Heat, normally I don't like because of the New York Knicks and the rivalry there. But I don't really have a team that I hate in the NBA. Of all my sports, I don't have a team I really hate in the NBA. The New York Knicks, number 1 team. I love them to death. And anybody LeBron plays for. I don't have a second team in the NBA. I don't care about the Brooklyn Nets. I don't dislike them. I don't love them. I don't care about them. So I'm a big LeBron fan. So it's the Knicks and whoever LeBron plays for. When Montgomery was playing, guys, he knew was injured. That was bad, Bruin. That was bad. Really bad. That was really bad. I'll give you that, man. Bad. And how about in Boston, huh? And I told you the Bruins are the one team I don't hate as much as the other teams. The Bruins really don't bother me that much. But the Bruins and the Celtics both lost game sevens in their house, in their own house. Gunner, I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here spending the weekend camping with my parents. Nice, Gunner. Nice. And Gunner, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner's in the basement. Gunner, I got your message, or I saw it in the community post. You want to wait to come on with Lou and I? You want to come on and doing a Buffalo Bills game? That's fine. We can wait. We can wait till then. You just tell me what Bills game you want to do, and we'll make it happen, man. All right? You want to come on when the Bills play the Jets or the Bills, whatever. You want to wait till then? No problem. You want to do a Buffalo Sabres game? No problem. I told you guys, we're going to have cellar dweller nights more than once. Gardini just happened to randomly ask when the Yankees were playing the Mets. We were on with Lou. It's like, all right, let's do it. And Gunner, don't worry, you're here and late. The Yankees have never shown up. So don't worry about you being late. The Yankees have not shown up. So you're okay. Mikhail, if I'm putting $20 on the Jets to win the division. Wow. Hey, listen, they could. They could. Buffalo's still no joke. They could. I wonder where DeAndre Hopkins is going. By the way, Bruin and Gunner and anybody else, did you guys hear that the Patriots actually tried to get Aaron Rodgers? They tried to take him from the Jets. They probably figured that Aaron Rodgers would love to go to the Jets, right? I mean, to the Patriots. They probably figured that Aaron Rodgers, hey, you get to play for New England, not the Jets, right? And Aaron Rodgers told his agent, I'm not playing for New England. I'm playing for the Jets. You know why? I'm sure he doesn't care about the Jets-Patriots thing. You know what he looked at? Who has the better team? Who has the better chance of me getting a ring? The Jets do. Not the Patriots. The Jets. I love it. That's a slap in the face to the Patriots because they figured with our coaching and all the great history and blah, 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 Rodgers are going to come here. What happened to Mac Jones? Thought Mac Jones was the savior. Remember that? 2 years ago, all the Patriot fans, oh, look at Mac Jones. I don't think he's bad. I think it was very bad to have Matt Patricia and Joe Judge. Here's the greatest thing Patriot fans will tell you about Joe Judge before the Giants season last year. When the Giants fired him, well, the Giants never fielded him a team. How is he supposed to work with the team that the Giants gave him? What do you have, Saquon Barkley and nobody else? What are you supposed to do with that? Okay. Well, Brian Dable comes in with basically the same team and goes all the way into the playoffs. So much for that argument. Just saw the score. Rough night for the Yankees. Dude, Gunner, it's worse than the score. You should have seen the fielding. The Yankees are giving the Red Sox about 6 or 7 extra runs. I'm not kidding you, man. 1 inning, Gunner, the Yankees should have gotten out of the inning. Bad fielding. Take your pick. Bad fielding. Justin Turner ends up with a grand slam that inning when the inning should have been over. There's another home run that happened when the inning should have been over. Guys overthrowing each other. Pitchers not covering the bag. Pitchers not backing up players, and the balls are going everywhere. It is like the Three Stooges are out there, Gunner. Beavis and Butthead. Texas, I've been watching the WNBA. That was quite a knockout. Hey, watch anything but this. All right, 2 outs, 14-5. So the Yankees have 1 chance left. They got 3 outs. Well, we need to still get Boston out of this inning. Hold on, this guy might hit a home run for all I know. But let's say, hold on, I don't want to say anything yet. There's 2 outs. The Red Sox have a man on second. IKF, by the way, guys, is pitching. Our regular fielder. And good on the Yankees. Don't waste a bullpen on. We have a regular player pitching right now, IKF. IKF, our former shortstop, plays the outfield. He's on the mound pitching right now. He's pitching. A regular player is pitching. Loving it with Lou and the OGs on. We learn a lot more about your sports. Hey, guys, I love being on. Lou knows I love being on by myself most of the time. Lou is an awesome friend of mine, 16, 17 years. He's great with baseball. He's great with basketball. He's good with the sports, and I like having him back on. I love having Lou back on. And having OG Gardini on, that was incredible. He was poised, knowledgeable. Man, it was a great time having him on. It breaks it up a little bit, too. It's fun for everybody. I try to keep up with the chat with you guys, and I apologize that I can't fully keep up with it because of everything else going on. But I love being on this way, and I like having the parity with them on as well. Because during baseball season, there's so much time to talk and so many things going on. That's why football, basketball, hockey, I do games. I like doing games by myself a lot. We're going to have the OG dwellers and the regular dwellers, Aussies. Everybody going to have a chance to be on. Oh, no, is he really going to hit a home run? Oh, it's off the wall. It's 15-5 now. 15-5. Didn't I just say I don't want to talk? Because the Yankees had 2 outs. I don't want to talk yet. 15-5. So yeah, GB, we talk a lot about sports, a lot of history, a lot of everything, man, because the guys know what they're talking about. It's good stuff. It's a lot, and it's fun for me too. Because when they're talking, I was watching a lot of the game and trying to respond to you guys, man. So good times. Good times. You'll see a lot more of that in the baseball season with me. Your Australia video you did on YouTube was great. No, we don't have blue trees. Yeah, Bomber, that threw me off, bro. I'm like, what is that? Is that a blue tree? Did someone spray paint that? Like, what's going on with that? That was hilarious. Bruin, Aaron Rodgers, that's what's up. Yeah. It's funny how the New England media and the players and fans are like, oh, he's old. You don't need it. Yeah, you guys just tried to get him. They just tried to get him. That's funny. Texas, those that are new our fearless host called Grand Slam early. I predicted that Grand Slam, did I not? Sadly, that came true, Texas. Yes, I did. I called it right when Justin Turner walked up. I'm like, watch this dude hit a Grand Slam. Sly, welcome into the basement. Sly, what's going on, man? Johnny, you watching the footy game? Richmond versus St. Kilda. Are you going to the game? Richmond's been playing better also, man. That's a tough one to tip right there, Richmond and St. Kilda. Richmond and the Hawthorne Hawks are coming back, man. They're playing a lot better footy lately, man. Sly, that is awesome. You're going to the game, man. Try to get some video for us, bro. Get us some video, man. Bagger, yeah, we do, Bon. Our town's blue tree has a yellow trunk in support of Ukraine. Cullen, anybody else laugh last night when BT didn't know who Ozzy Man was? Someone didn't know who Ozzy Osbourne was? Are you kidding me? Don't people that don't even listen to that kind of music like know who Ozzy Osbourne is accidentally? Like if you never watched golf in your life, never watched it, never cared about it, you know who Tiger Woods is. Don't you just know things like that by accident? If you're talking about Ozzy, I'm just assuming. Like even me, seeing the name Ozzy, wouldn't anybody know that name even if you don't listen to the music? Yeah, Bon, Ozzy Man is a legend, right? So it's Gunner. That's why I want to wait for Bills or Sabres. I know a lot more about hockey and football than baseball. That's fine, Gunner. That's fine. Listen, dude. You come on whatever game you want. Sabres, Rangers, Bills, Jets, whatever. I told Raleigh, Gunner, he wants to come on for a Padres game. The Yankees have already played the Padres. We're in 2 different leagues, so I don't think they're matching up again. But I told Raleigh, I mean, Lou's a Met fan, diehard Met fan. Mets are my second team. The Mets are going to be playing the Padres again, so we'll do it on a Mets game. I don't care. We can do that. Cullen. Didn't look that way to me, GB. Oh, I think he knew Cullen. I think he was just told to move on. Bruin, you should put $5 on that prediction, Johnny. About winning the division? I just think in the beginning the Jets may start a little bit slowly. Don't forget, the Buccaneers were 7-5 at one point, and went on to win the Super Bowl when they got Brady in his first year. But on the same hand, Brady didn't have the play calling. Like I think they said Bruce Arians and them went to the play calling or similar plays to what the Patriots ran when Brady was there. So, but Aaron Rodgers has the gift of Nathaniel Hackett. He already knows the plays. And he's got a comfortability with Lazard and Cobb. I wasn't that big on picking up Cobb. I get it. And for the people that are hating, say, well, he didn't win with them in Green Bay. What's the difference? What's the difference? How about a fourth-ranked defense overall? How about Garrett Wilson, who had 1,100 yards receiving? How about Breece Hall, who's coming back, that had a 5.8 yards per carry average before he tore his ACL? Way better team than what he played for with the Packers. I don't think he ever had a defense like he's getting with the Jets. So, Sly, I got you. That would be cool, Sly. I'd love to see it, man. Other guys have sent videos over from being at games, man. That would be cool, Sly. And have a great time, man. I'm jealous. I would love. I'm looking forward to being at a footy game next year. Ozzy, man, is my favorite Ozzy YouTuber by far. Oh, see that? I saw Ozzy, and I automatically thought Ozzy Osbourne. Not Ozzy Osbourne. But shout out to Ozzy anyway. See how I jumped in on that conversation, Cullen, and ran with it like I knew exactly what I was talking about. That's typical obnoxious New Yorker style. We see something, oh, it's got to be that. So I'm going to jump in and start giving my opinions on that. And it ends up being all wrong. That's typical New Yorker. That's what we do. And also, we're in the basement. That's why I got it wrong also. Oh, yeah, Bruin, not the Grand Slam. I predicted that. It's like I felt that one coming. It's like I felt that. Watch it, Justin Turner's going to crush us now. And the Mets, he always killed the Mets because the Mets got rid of a very young Justin Turner and sent him to the Dodgers. Wow. Justin Turner came up a New York Met, for those that don't know. And while we're at it, so did Nolan Ryan, who the Mets said, get out of here. Nolan Ryan, get out of here. We don't want you over here. You're too wild of a pitcher. We don't need you here. That's when he was young. All right. We got a leadoff walk. Top of the ninth inning, 3 outs to go. The Yankees have a man on first. 10 runs and 3 outs. Can we do it? 10 runs and 3 outs. 10 runs and 3 outs, guys. We got a man on first. Watch out. Boston's probably getting nervous. All Boston needs is 3 outs and the game's over. We just need 10 runs. So what's going to happen first? Oh, he's an Australian. All right. Mr. Marine, 10 o'clock. I know it, Mr. Marine. We're in the 9th inning, so we're going to finish off when the Yankees score 10 runs here. I mean, if it was the 7th inning, Mr. Marine, I'd have been gone. 8th inning, I'd have been gone. This is the last ups for the Yankees. Almost timed it right. I said 40 minutes at 9:20, right? It's either going to be over or I'm going to make it over. Up. OG Gardini, another cellar dweller accounted for and showed up during this dumpster fire, horrendous Little League fielding game by the Yankees. Johnny, I know, but damn, what happened? Worst loss since the no-hitter easily. Bro, this is bad. This is bad, Gardini. This is bad. You know what makes it worse? You weren't here for this, but these guys can vouch. When Justin Turner came up after Donaldson and Rizzo and all the bad play and pitchers not running to the bags, I said Justin Turner's going to hit a grand slam because we should have been out of this inning. I called it, Gardini, before it even happened. These guys can tell you. I did. They gave him extra out. I said Justin Turner's going to hit a grand slam. Boom, and he did it. Well, listen, guys, one more out or we're going to get 10 runs. What's going to happen first? Stanton's up. This is horrendous, Gardini. I'll be back on tomorrow night. I was saying every team goes through a game like this, but this is bad. Colin has over 5 million subscribers. Wow. Now, that's big time. That's something I would never see. 5 million subscribers. I can't even fathom that. Mikhail, I got a puzzle New York City going at the moment. I now realize why I don't do puzzles. So does the Yankees. Aaron Boone and Cashman have a Yankee puzzle going on. They haven't figured it out at all since 2009. Colin, Ozzy Man is a mad Brisbane Lions fan, too. You'd be happy to know, John. I'm going to look him up. Ozzy Man. I'm going to write that down, Colin. I'm going to write that down. I'll jump in on his channel. And that's it, guys. Game over. Thankfully, game is over. Mikhail, yeah. Puzzles, that's a new thing. Maybe I should do puzzles on here when we have games like this. What a joke. Good day, Gardini. Gardini, I had dinner with the fam. I saw it was 2-1. Top of the first was like, all right. Then I checked the score. It's 14-3. Like, WTF, this is embarrassing. Gardini, wait till you see the highlights. The clown show is worse than you think. fielding errors. Donaldson can't, he's bobbling, easy ground balls. Gleyber Torres just does a routine, backhanded stab, turns to throw to Rizzo, throws it way off base, so there's another extra out we gave them. Anthony Rizzo got in front of Gleyber Torres. Troup and I had a little disagreement on whether he should have gone for that ball or not, but we both agree that the pitcher, Crook, should have been covering first base, and there was nobody on first base. Where was Crook? Oh, he was still standing on the mound watching the play. Dan Abreu didn't back up Donaldson on a throw from the outfield to third base, and when Donaldson missed the throw, nobody was backing him up. I mean, Gardini, watch the replays, man, if you really want to. That's how this game, we gave the Red Sox at minimum, 6 extra runs. Minimum 6 extra runs from horrendous fielding. Guys, I'm going to be done with this. We'll be back on tomorrow night, hopefully for a far better experience than this one tonight. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. Again, Gardini did a great job with the Lunicorn and myself the other night. It's Lou Talks, you guys. Lou Talks. We just call him the Lunicorn because in the past he show up. So that's where he got his name from. You hear him, but you never see him. That's the joke behind that. Anyway, it's definitely fundamentals has a big part of it. We gave a lot of extra outs to Boston, Gardini. A lot of extra outs. Watch the replay, dude, and come on tomorrow night. We'll talk about it. Just watch the replay. You'll see what I mean. All right, guys, everybody, appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for being patient and hanging around and waiting for me to come back, guys. I'm Johnny Basement, and thankfully, I am out. See you guys tomorrow night.